You're on Landon Slaggert anytime. Do me a favor and call the gambling hotline, buddy. What's up, chat? Are you guys dialed? Are you guys ready? Are we ready to go? Jeez, I had to make sure my Ethernet was in. I just had a heart attack. Took Knight first period, 10 plus saves. You don't understand that's where the value's at. I understand that there's no value on Landon Slaggert scoring a goal if he never fucking scores goals. Chat, we need this win tonight. I don't care about the second overall pick. I don't care about any of that shit. I want to beat the San Jose Sharks and keep them from making the playoffs. Nothing would make me happier than the San Jose Sharks finishing one spot out of the playoffs and maybe just outside the lottery. That would be my cup of tea. It looks like the Jets are probably going to beat the Kraken. They're up 4-2 right now. So I guess we'll pull that up right now. I really hope we smoke this team tonight. I'm 6 rows from the ice in the Shark Tank, repping all red. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Nice Jerk. Boots on ground. Nice Jerk in the cut, chat. Nice Jerk is in the cut. All right. So the way things stand currently, Jets will be at 80 points with 77 games played. San Jose, if we beat them, they'll stay here. And then the Nashville Predators and the LA Kings are playing tonight. Honestly, perfect scenario, chat. Perfect scenario in that game. It goes to overtime. And then maybe LA wins in overtime. That's what I'm hoping for because I think they have more home games, so they have a better chance of winning out down the stretch. But let's hope for overtime in the Predators-Kings game, and then let's hope for a Blackhawks stomping. My soul could not take a Macklin Celebrini Hart Trophy in his sophomore season. I can't do it. I couldn't do it, chat. I really need this one. I will literally cry if the Sharks get in and Macklin gets the Hart Trophy, dude. I'm cooked. That's all I gotta say. So I really don't care. We've got technically a game in hand as far as tanking goes. Calgary has one more game that they have to play than we do, and they have 2 more points than us. So we can afford to win. I want to dunk on these guys. Chat, what am I betting on? Let me cook a little something. Let's go Bedard, shots on goal. 3+. Parlayed with Blackhawks money line. Parlayed with... Is Frundy scoring? Is Frundy scoring? Connor Bedard's going to score in this game, right? Bedard scoring. No. That's not who I feel. Maybe I just take Bedard point. Keep it simple. Holy shit. Bedard's minus 245 for a point. That's egregious, chat. Korchinski first goal. All right, I'll ride that with you. I'll ride that with you. I'll ride that with you. Give me a Frundy point. Give me a Frundy point. There we go. All right, this is my lay. This is the Lee Grossman lay, chat. Connor Bedard, 3+ shots on goal. Blackhawks money line. Anton Frundell, 1+ point. That's the Lee Grossman lay. $15 on that. And I'll ride fucking Korchinski first goal scorer with this degenerate John in my chat because he somehow always hits these. Kevin Korchinski first goal scorer plus 10,000. How much you got on it? How much you got on it? How much you got on it, John? Before I place. Is that something you throw a $5 on? Is that a Panthers jersey? No, it's a Peoria Rivermen jersey. Peoria Rivermen jersey. What's up, PJ? All right, can I get attendance, please? Can I get attendance? I'm coining this the most important game of the year. I got like $9 on it. Holy shit! All right, I'll put 5. You're a psychopath. I'll put 5 on it, you degenerate. Korchinski first goal scorer. Let's ride. Okay, can I get a roll call? I'm taking attendance. Who's here? Can I get some presents? Can I get some? Okay, Brianna. Okay, in the back, the cute girl in the back, Brianna. Okay, she's here. Good. Writing that down. Present. Good. This is my friend told me he was one of 2 Asians from Peoria. No, I've been to Peoria a few times. I've met some Asians there. Core parlay, Bedard, Nazar, Frundell to get a point. I might have to throw $10 on the core parlay. Gosh, if we just get destroyed tonight, this is going to be such a waste of money. But I'll ride the core parlay with you. All right, I'm on the core parlay too. No more parlays. No more parlays. That's it. Present, okay. Dirk. Okay, Dirk. Present, good. Johnny here, present, okay. You're on time, good. B-Hawk is here, okay, good. All right. Obsolete Ostrich, okay, thank you. Asensio, good. All right, writing that down. I'm writing that down. I've got my Asensio, okay. Lebowski asking who's in net. All right, no talking at this time, please, Lebowski. We'll keep questions for after attendance. Spencer Knight is in net is the answer to that, but okay. All right. Everyone's here. Everyone's present. We have 52 people watching. Make sure you do me a huge favor. Present, okay. PJ's here. Good. If you guys wouldn't mind liking the stream, let's juice this thing up. This is the most important game of the year. We need people in here. We need Blackhawk representation in the chat tonight, all right? I tweeted something out today that got a lot of engagement, and a lot of engagement specifically from San Jose Shark fans, chat. So do not be surprised if there are... I need everyone's mentality dialed in and locked in, because you guys can't be... You can't be rattled easily, all right? I said I'm expecting a playoff-type atmosphere in San Jose tonight. Amazing test for the young Blackhawks. Major playoff implications for the last wild card spot in the West tonight. I'd love nothing more than to be the ones that spoil playoff berth for the Sharks and the Hart Trophy for Macklin. And now there were a lot of San Jose Shark fans replying. It reached San Jose Sharks Twitter, so I need everybody to be ready for that, okay? You guys have to be ready for that because we are going to be getting rage baited. I'll try not to fall for it. I'm going to be the one that falls for it. I'm going to be the one that's getting mad, probably not you guys. But just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, lineup talk. Hurry. You've got to be AI. You haven't given up on the season. Bro, what? Given up on the season? This is the best part. This is the best part. We're seeing all the young players. Get out of here. Get out of here. Fucking Jacob. Bears versus Packers light. This is Bears versus Packers. This is the new rivalry. The Blackhawks versus the Sharks. I'm so sick and tired of the stupid ass, can't we just enjoy both players crowd? Why we got it? No, we're not going to just enjoy both players. All right? It's Celebrini or Bedard. It's San Jose or the Blackhawks. I'm sorry, if you're a Blackhawks fan and you also like the San Jose Sharks, I hate you. That's intense. But it really does. It literally is the same thing as being like, oh, I'm a Bears fan and a Packers fan. It's like, what is wrong with you? This is going to be our biggest rival for the next decade. All right? I don't care if you kind of like Will Smith. All right? Fuck that guy. Fuck this team. Are we not doing hospitality tonight? A lot of Sharks fans, fair weathers over there. Yeah, of course. That fan base doesn't exist. Like, this is the first time they've had people in their stadium in 7 years because it's San Jose. They're not even it's embarrassing that the San Jose Sharks are our ops, but they are because of how good they're going to be and because of how good we're going to be. That's going to be the team that we're playing in the Western Conference Final every other year. They're going to be the LA Kings. They're going to be the Vancouver Canucks, right? If you go back to the dynasty era, this is the Detroit Red Wings. This is the LA Kings that we're dealing with right here, okay? So, what if I have a sweet spot for Colin Graff? Look, I know we like the underdog stories. I know we all like it wasn't he undrafted? We love those. We love those guys. Fuck Colin Graff. You know what I'm saying? Nedeljkovic in net. Good. I mean, both their goalies are ass. Askarov sucks. Nedeljkovic probably has better numbers than Askarov. All right. Teravainen, Bedard, Lardis. It's the exact same lineup, but Andrei Burakovsky's been scratched. We have Andrew Mangiapane starting on the fourth line with Boisvert and Slaggert. Kaiser, Crevier as the top pairing. Vlasic and Renzel. We've seen this for a game now. Korchinski and Del Mastro. Spencer Knight is in net again. Again, I'll remind you guys, no more domestic terrorist. No more Andrei Burakovsky. Andrei Burakovsky is gone. He is in the 300 level. He is watching this game just like we are. And so let's lock in. Here we are. Celebrini versus Bedard. Come on! Bedard snaps it back because he's the better center and he's better. Fuck you, Macklin Celebrini, you're shit. And Bedard clears. Anyway, we're underway. Bedard hounding Celebrini. He wants this. I should have bet Bedard goal. He's scoring tonight. I let chat make me think that he's checked out. I shouldn't have done that. Why is this autofocus? Fuck. Oh my gosh. Wasn't he the drummer for Nirvana? Dave Grohl? Colin Graff was the drummer for Nirvana. Here's Wyatt Kaiser with a pass to Teravainen and gets it to Bedard. Here's Bedard into the San Jose zone. Shoots one. Blocked. Celebrini picks it up. Drops it off to Graff. Gets it back to Celebrini. Celebrini. Buying time. Shoots one straight into Tyler Bertuzzi's shin pad because he's ass. The French are here. The French, shout out to France. France, all the way in the back. You're a little tardy for the stream, but welcome, France. Come to France. All right. Bouncing puck, Vlasic. Strong play in the neutral zone. But then doesn't get it in deep. San Jose dumps it in. Nice little play there by Burt. Can't find Frundell. Here's Vlasic into the zone. Takes a hit. Oh, Muku Medulin with a head scratcher of a turnover. Nazar not able to capitalize, though. San Jose gets it out, but not as far as Del Mastro at center. He dumps it back in. Nedeljkovic can't play it behind the net because he sucks. Nice interception by Del Mastro. Good play by him again. Good forecheck here from Ryan Green. Comes up with the puck, throws it back to the point. Here's Korchinski! Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Nazar spins and shoots! Nedeljkovic makes the save. Can you imagine the fucking Korchinski first goal? John, I would give you a kiss. Korchinski and Wenberg battling. Yeah, pin him against the glass. Good interception by Ryan Green. Can't get it out, though. By who? Put in deep by who now? Nick Leddy. I didn't know they had criminals on their team, chat. Weird angle. Yeah, I mean, this arena's a shithole, so... All right. San Jose enters the zone. Pass out of the reach to Foley. Shot comes in from the point, hits traffic. Oh. Is that Korch who just took that hit? Mangiapane mishandles that pass in the neutral zone. Not great. Good hit by Vlasic. Blackhawks work it out of the zone. Leddy gets pressured by Landon Slaggert. Who's better, Nick Leddy or Landon Slaggert? Quick. Phil Kurashev revenge game. He'll score. He'll score tonight. San Jose hoists it out. Sam Renzel catches it and settles it down. Moves it over to Kaiser. Here's Kaiser. He can really wheel. Bedard drops for Renzel. Into the zone. Ah, he got hounded by Graf. Here's Celebrini, gets it from Smith. Celebrini around Lardis. Backhands one all the way across the zone for Graf. Graf drops it. They go D to D. Shot comes in from the point. Good block by Sam Renzel. Second chance. Goes high and wide. And it goes all the way out. Back into the San Jose zone. Hawks go for a change. Slags. Ball. Okay. True. Yeah, Slags is better. Slags is better. Here's Frendell. Oh, he gets rammed by Macklin Celebrini from behind. Oh, no, and Crevier's got to reach. He doesn't get there. What a save! Spencer Knight comes up big on the breakaway. Stretches the pad. Thank you, Mr. Knight. Uh-oh, here's Celebrini with space. Cuts to the middle, and he should have just taken the shot. Thank you for being unselfish. Celebrini can't get it through Korchinski because Korchinski's better. Honestly, I'm going to start a conversation. Is it really Bedard versus Celebrini? I think the conversation should be Bedard versus Korchinski. What is he doing not shooting that puck, chat? Gosh, he is not. This is the guy. How does this guy have 100 points? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I've watched so many Sharks games this year. I know exactly how he has 100 points. But that was bad play. Michael Misa loses the draw because he's not as good as Anton Frundell. Donato tips it into the San Jose zone. Green moves in as the F1. San Jose hard rims it up the wall. Toffoli gets a piece of it. Del Mastro, kind of made a difficult time of that. Turns it over. Good block by Frankie Nazar. Good interception by Donato. Let's see if we can go the other way. Korchinski gives it back to Donato and goes for a change. Damn it, Korchinski. Stay out there. We need you scoring the first goal. Doesn't he know, chat? What's with the Korch/Bedard comment from me? No, what? Here's Crevier. Passes it up the wall. Doesn't find a pass there. Wenberg goes back to the D. Dickinson takes a hit from Sasha Boivin. Voivod. Voivod. Sorry to my French fans. Eklund drop pass to Wennberg. Wennberg gets it back. He's got some space. He shoots. It takes a nasty deflection and goes wide. These dumb-ass fans standing up like they scored. Oh, my gosh. The IQ on these fans is shocking. Did you see those fans behind the net? You have the best view of it. What are you doing? Sit down. Here's Crevier. Mangiapane tips it in. Can we get some ozone time, please, chat? We've just been in our own end. Finally, San Jose ices the puck. Thank you. Ozone draw here coming up for the Hawks. We needed that. Korch is just better. Rich homie slags looking good. We can't be actually calling him rich homie slags. Are we really doing that? Is that a real comment? Okay, I guess the puck did wiggle the net a little bit, and that's why those fans in behind stood up and celebrated. But from slags to riches, shut up. Here's Vlasic. Goes up high into the zone. Dickinson skates it out. Here's Celebrini into the Hawks zone. Nice. Rinzel draws a penalty. Macklin going to the box here. Attaboy, Macklin. Smart player. Great player. That 71 on the Sharks. Just a really high IQ, talented guy right there. So much better than Connor Bedard. My goodness, Connor Bedard couldn't do this. So far, he squandered a chance and taken a penalty. 200 feet away from his own net. Great penalty, Macklin. Thank you. And we get a commercial break before the peeper. Let's go. Draw something up. IDK about a hold. Oh, we're not complaining about soft calls going the Sharks' way. I mean, going our way against the Sharks. We're not doing that. That was a good call. That was a bad penalty. Did you see the video of Bedard knocking the stick out of what's his face's hand? Slag alert, major slag alert. Oh my gosh. Macklin pulled a Patrick Kane. Thank you, Mr. Celebrini. T.Y. Celebrini. Celebum. Did you guys see the... Have you guys seen Detroit fans just completely turning on Patrick Kane and blaming him for their whole season because he took a bad penalty in the last couple minutes of the game yesterday against Minnesota, despite tying the game with just 2 minutes prior? They're like, it's all Patrick Kane's fault. It was like, who scored the tying goal? Maybe we pull that up. Maybe I pulled that up at a... Did that guy ever respond to me? It was a bad penalty that he took, but my goodness, we're Detroit fans on one. It's like maybe your general manager who's been there for 7 years and hasn't gotten to the playoffs and that team hasn't had a big step in years. Maybe it's the fact that you guys are fucking 5-92 in the month of March over the past 5 seasons. Maybe that has something to do with it. Here's Bedard. Okay, Bedard just got... They're not going to call penalty on that, but... All right, here's Frankie through the neutral zone. Drop pass all the way back for Bedard, who gets in easily, puts one wide. Teravainen back to Nazar. Nazar passes it down low to Teravainen. Bertuzzi below the goal line, back to Teravainen. Now Bertuzzi again. He'll wait, looks for Teravainen. hate that. Can I be honest? I hate just Bertuzzi and Teravainen passing to each other with the other players we have on this power play makes me want to fucking scream. Why are you trying to go quick to Teravainen? Just set up, Bert. Just set up. Fucking hell. All right, Bedard into the zone. What a play. Spins away from pressure. Finds a little bit of room. Now he's in the lower left-hand corner. Nazar with a tip pass over to, is that Kaiser? Kaiser finally on the power play. Wait, holy shit, I just noticed. Here's Bedard. Finally, Wyatt Kaiser getting some power play time. Donato, what the fuck are you doing? Donato is, what is he doing? Okay, I guess it kind of worked. Here's Nazar. Running out of room. Back to Ryan Donato. Donato pulls up. Back to Nazar. Nazar to Bedard. Bedard stick handling. Stick handling some more. Down low, what a pass. Oh, Ryan Green couldn't get it on net. Bedard, what a pass across! Nazar, yes! Donato scores on the loose change. Hawks up 1-0. That's a point for Connor and Frankie. Point for Connor and Frankie. Let's go, Will. Yep. Just need a Frundy goal. Just need a Frundy point. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Holy shit. I need to refresh my stream. You guys were reacting before I even saw that. What a pass from Bedard. Oh, my goodness. Let's fucking go. 1-0. Fuck the Sharks. Fuck Macklin Celebrini. Terrible penalty. 200 feet away from your net. Hey, buddy. Maybe you just chill out a little, you know? Have some discipline. This is an important game. The Hawks are at the bottom of the league, man. You need these points. You need these points if you want to make the playoffs, buddy. Gosh, fuck San Jose. Here's Misa. Into the Hawks zone, over for Orlov. Passes behind him. Bertuzzi picks it up. Hawks might have a rush. Tyler Bertuzzi can't make the pass. God, Bert, you just got to get that pass across. That's your only job there. Yeah, you're not taking... What are these youngins trying to take Louis Crevier wide for? How are you ever getting around him? Oh, no. Turnover by Bert. What are you doing? Brutal start to the hockey game for Tyler Bertuzzi. Great play by Ilya Mikheyev, though, to block that pass. Banks it off the wall to himself. Can he get it across for Frundell? Oh, he gets upended. Jeez. Ilya Mikheyev just got ran over. Orlov moves it up. Sherwood hard rims it. Ferraro keeps it in. Eklund gets hit by Vlasic. It's a big size discrepancy between those two men. Slaggert does well to get that out. And Frundell is just a truck. Moves it to Slaggert. Here's Slaggert on his backhand. Cuts back. Runs out of space. Boisvert does really well there to shield the puck and move it over to Vlasic. Here's Vlasic. Oh, and he threw it way behind Slaggert. I like the idea, just not the execution there. Bedard doing all of that after playing the entire power play. Yeah, I mean, he's just him. There's no Chelsea dagger at the sap. I know. Oh, I forgot Andy's boots on ground. Shout out to Andy. We got a couple people in chat, boots on ground, in San Jose, doing the Lord's work. Attaboy, Andy. Be loud and obnoxious. Celebrini with a bad pass into the corner. Nice defensive work from Bedard and Lardis. Oh, thank you, referee, for blocking that back pass. Mangiapane dumps it in. Oh, what an interception. Turnover. Connor Bedard, tight angle. Oh, my gosh, that would have been insane. And he's back on the forecheck. They force a turnover. Bedard's hungry, man. Bedard is hungry. You can tell he wants it bad tonight, chat. You can tell he wants it bad. Delmastro gets it in. They chip it over his head. Here's Korchinski. Oh, I just realized Ryan Donato's first goal, so there goes that Korchinski bat. Damn it. Korch being physical. You like to see that. Desharnais rims it. Good interception there by EDM. Donato takes a hit. Coughs up the puck. Battle along the wall. Nice. Desharnais can't keep it. Betsy's locked in. Yeah, you see he's firing. Watching the Hawks at work. Ball knower. That's the way to do it. Knight stops it behind his net for Rinzel to pick it up. Now Rinzel skates it forward. Rinzel still flying into the zone. Shoots! Ooh. Save is made. Jeez. Rinzel was flying there, chat. Rinzel was absolutely cooking. Sometimes he, man, like sometimes when he carries the puck out like that, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, those are the glimpses you see from Sam Rinzel, chat, that just like makes you wonder, you know? It gets you bullish. This was the brutal, let me pull up this Patrick Kane hook. This was bad. So he scored like 2 minutes before this to tie the game. They were down 4-1. He came back and he tied the game. And then he takes this hook on Quinn Hughes, which was just like shocking with 3:37 left. But then it's also like, I don't know, maybe Detroit don't have a fucking dog shit penalty kill. Like Detroit's penalty kill is ass. I think it's like bottom 10 in the league. Like it is shit. Kill the penalty. And so, basically, all Detroit fans, yeah, this fucking bozo. At this point, it's time for the Red Wings to move on from Patrick Kane. He doesn't bring enough offense to make up for his abysmal lapses in defense. I replied somewhere to him. Did he delete my comment? Did this fucking guy delete my comment? This fucking guy deleted my comment. I think that dude deleted my comment. That's crazy work. I cooked him so hard. I wrote a book. Oh, Bertuzzi gets one on net. Nedeljkovic makes a save. Bring Showtime home. They're not going to do it. I'll gladly take Patty Kane back. It's not going to happen. If like that was if that was like they would have never have gotten rid of him, you know. Here's Vlasic. Oh, couldn't get it across for Mickey. Bertuzzi throws one on net from the wall. Oh, they force a turnover. Here's Mikheyev. Plays it in behind. Bertuzzi battling. Frundell picks it up. What a feed! Oh my gosh! Vlasic shoots it wide. What a feed from Anton Frundell. My goodness. That was so gross. Just out of the reach of Mickey. Here's Frundell into the zone. What a move! Oh! Runs out of space. Through the legs. Damn. Sharks get it out. Holy shit, Frundell is so gross, man. Frundell is so fucking good. He is so much... I am so dead ass. I know I've been like a major homer this entire stream. I would rather Anton Frundell over Michael Misa. I would genuinely prefer Anton Frundell. Like, I think Frundell is going to be better than Michael Misa. He's so fucking good. Frundell's going to be a beast next year? Yeah. I wonder what that production's going to look like. I bet he'll have 60 points next year in his rookie season. Honestly. I think he'll have a 60-point rookie season. He'll get some Calder votes. Physical play by Del Mastro. Attaboy, Corch. Way to defend the crease, Corch. I like to see that. Frundel's special. Frundy's got a bag. The big Swede for sure. I am forced to agree with that statement. Especially if he plays power play 1. Hawks exposing Sharks defense so far. Yeah, their defense is like they're like journeyman plugs on the back end plus Sam Dickinson. It's like, okay. We're going to break 90 point next season. I think we're going to have a big jump. I think we'll have like another 15-point jump. Bedard doesn't win the battle of hairlines, I fear. Yeah, that's true. Dude, Chris Nero. What is this guy's deal? Dude, Chris Nero, you got to clean it up, dude. I don't know what's with all the horny comments. The non-stop horny comments. You're getting bonked and put into horny jail. You're getting bonked and put into horny jail, buddy. No more horny comments for you, bro. Don't forget Nick Leddy. Yeah, it's like Dmitry Orlov and Nick Leddy and Vinny Desharnais and Sam Dickinson. It's like, oh my goodness. Mooka gonna go nowhere. Mooka not gonna work here anymore. Once Frundell gets faster, look out. Yeah, I would love for him to be on that Bedard skating regiment this summer. Spindrift. So yummy. Is that the same dude who has the crush on you? Yeah. Yeah, that guy's got a problem. That guy's got a problem that he's got to figure out. Frundell played against grown men in the Swedish league. This isn't surprising. What would our total be if we won half the games we lost in OT? Add games where we lost the lead in the third. Yeah. I mean, there were so many close games this year. So many overtime losses. Your two best forwards both missed over a month of the season. It's really like when I see people on Twitter that are like, our expected goals for are the worst in the league and like the stat shit, it's like, man, if you just kind of reshook this season, you know, if you just redid this season and got a little more fortunate, you know, like if Bedard and Nazar don't get injured, some of those overtime losses, man, some of those blown losses, like those, as the team gets older, as the team matures, as the team gets better, those are going to be happening. Those are going to be fewer and fewer. And then all of a sudden, those close games that you're in, you're going to start winning a lot more of them. I really don't think it's crazy to suggest that this team is due to take a big jump next year. And again, the San Jose Sharks, like, if fucking Macklin Celebrini got injured for a month, they wouldn't be in the spot. They just wouldn't be. Puck back to the point for San Jose. Teravainen's got to get to that puck a little quicker. San Jose kind of hemming these guys in. We got to win one of these battles in the corner. Sherwood, bad pass over to Teravainen. Teravainen chips it in. Hawks go for a change. They call offsides on the Sharks with 4:56 to go. The only difference between us and San Jose this year has been success past regulation. We also are still figuring out how to best use our guys. Well, that's not as much of an excuse. And we get Kanserov. Yeah. And who knows what happens in the draft. Like, if we're drafting top 2, those guys are playing next year. Like, especially if we get Stenberg. Stenberg's playing next year and is going to be a factor. Stenberg's going to be a contributor next year if we get him. I think McKenna probably plays too. I could see McKenna going back to Penn State. Oh, no. Good chance there for the Sharks. Knight makes a save. Mickey carries it out for the Hawks. Dumps it in. One-man forechecker, Ilya Mikheyev. Korchinski and Del Mastro, a little miscommunication there. I don't know what Del Mastro was doing. Korchinski just got lit up, but he made the play. Uh-oh. And Green turns it over momentarily. Hawks get on the puck. Nazar backhands one. Oh. Green not able to glove down the puck in midair. And then they call hand pass on Frankie Nazar. How's that spin drift? It's delicious. It's not my favorite. I like the mango orange better than the blood orange tangerine. This is the blood orange This is the blood orange tangerine. It's all right. It's not as good as the mango orange, but it's tasty nonetheless. And start that clock. Goudreau has it behind the net, passes it back up to the point. Ferraro, oh my gosh, look at these defensemen, man. Ferraro just pinging it off the skates of Mukhamadullin. They're so shit. Here's Vlasic. I used to live on Spindrift Lane. Damn, that's fire. Mango orange supremacy. Brianna noseball. Here's Nazar. Falls to the ice in the corner. Green helps him out. Donato gets hit, but does well. Forces the turnover. Nazar throws it across for Green. Pass gets intercepted. Uh-oh. Desharnais. Good save from Spencer Knight. That was a tough one. Hawks get it out. We need to get some momentum back here. Mango habanero spindrift. I don't think that's a flavor. Autofocus. Yeah, I mean, it's always dog shit, man. I like lean back a little bit and it doesn't autofocus. Bedard's backhander doesn't connect with Teravainen. Sharks are coming the other way. Good poke check there by... Oh, and they're going to call Bedard. Brutal. They're going to call Bedard for a hook. All right. Celebrini takes a penalty, and Bedard says, hold my beer. Bedard just always trying to one-up him, man. Let's kill off theirs, though. Let's kill off theirs. Don't put your hands up like that. That's the I'm guilty. That is the universal I'm guilty. Don't do that. Just keep playing, man. You beg the referees to blow the whistle when you fucking do this. I could not watch the play, look over, and if I see a player do this and I'm the ref, I'm fucking calling a penalty, dude. Orlov to Smith. Here's Smith on the left wall. Back to Orlov. Green pressuring him. Now he pressures Smith. Here's Wenberg. Back to Orlov. Their shot comes in from the point. Easy save. They're just trying to set up Celebrini for the one-timer. They're just looking for Celebrini on the one-timer. That's all they're trying to do. You got to respect the shot. You got to respect the one-timer coming from the right wall, chat. Sharks win the draw. Celebrini gets closed down quick by Mikheyev. Shot comes in. Good block from Frank Nazar. And he gets it out. Not super far, though, so Hawks aren't going to be able to change. Good pressure by Nazar. Can he get this out? Oh, no. Puck gets down low for Wenberg. Can't get it on net, though. Vlasic pins him. Puck goes all the way around. Here's Toffoli over to Orlov. Now Celebrini on the right half wall below the circle to Orlov. Celebrini. Oh, one-timer goes wide. Smith hit him with a quick pass. Good work by Crevier using the body there. Frank Nazar is going to get to this, and the Hawks are going to be able to get it out easily. He dumps it in. Hawks can go for a change. Good work. Good work. 46 seconds left in the period. Let's go. Here's Celebrini. His pass out of the reach of Sherwood, and he ices the puck. Macklin Celebrini ices the puck on the power play. Macklin Celebrini. Generational talent, they say. Better than Bedard, they say. Ices the puck on the power play. See, my goat assists goals on the power play. Celebrini ices the puck on the power play. We are not the same. We are not the same. This is the first hockey game you've been to? Hell yeah, dude. Enjoy it. It's a sick game to go to as your first game. The rivalry matchup. The grudge match between the Sharks and the Hawks. Great work by Slaggert along the blue line. Thank you, Adam Kroll, just dropping in. It's a Peoria Rivermen minor league jersey. Thanks for the $2 so much, man. Appreciate it. Spencer Knight plays the puck behind the net, and that's going to do it for period one. Sharks are going to start the second with 8 seconds of power play time. Hawks up 1-0 off a goal from Ryan Donato, assisted by Frank Nazar and Connor Bedard. It's a good start. It's a good start, chat. Speaking of sweaters, got a 99 Doug Glatt sweater I got a decade ago. Where's San Jose bust of a defenseman, Sam Dickinson? You just he's out there. You just haven't noticed him much that period. That's all. That's all. What are these guys doing? Oh my gosh, they've got 0.9 seconds left. Really? Oh my gosh. This can't be real. They're going to try to fucking get a shot on with 0.9 seconds left. Honestly, I think we could pull our goalie just to troll him. Glad we did that. Glad we did that, Stripes. Thanks. I just had to reset my fucking intermission clock for that. Thank you. Great work. Very important. Lee, can we trade Korch? Sam Dickinson's supposed to be this big, imposing defenseman. Del Mastro makes him look like an ant. God, he's different when he plays the Sharks. When I was little, I thought the Peoria Rivermen were the Springfield Watermen. Lee, you go crazy. Macklin, sell the game. I want to see Boivin knock Celebrini's tooth out. I don't think Celebrini's going to be duking it out. I don't think he's going to be dropping the gloves with anyone. What a shift for Bedsy, and Donato buries it.
Bedard sticks with it. Dangling just inside the line. Cuts in deep. Little backhand pass in front to Green. Chipped across. Bedard on a late stages power play. Final seconds winding down. Rebound, they scores. Donato again against the Sharks. Ryan Donato won't be a power play goal. Either way, the Hawks make it 1-0. Bedard sticks with it. Dangling just inside the line.
See it again.
Cuts in deep.
Gosh, man, he's so good.
Pass in front to Green. Chipped across. Bedard on a late
He's a magician. That was such a nutty fucking play. He is so good. He is so good. Oh, I watched oh, what's it called? It was Big Head Hockey, I think. It was a Stenberg versus McKenna video. That honestly, I think we should watch.
I canceled all my food delivery subscriptions and upgraded to Cook Unity, and it's totally transformed the way I eat because every meal is...
At the start of this season, there was one man who was obviously going first overall.
Because we have a freak on our hands in Gavin McKenna.
After all, Gavin McKenna was the best Canadian hockey prospect ever. He was the best junior hockey player in Canada as a 16-year-old and beat Bedard, McDavid, and Crosby's point totals at the same age. McKenna was too good for junior hockey in Canada. He became the first major NIL transfer to NCAA, signing a rumored $1 million deal to play at Penn State. Obviously, a record. After all, this is hockey we're talking about. McKenna was massive.
Do you think Friendell's aware of the importance of this game for the narrative? I think he is. I think he's got to be. I would hope every single player in that lot. I mean, if these guys are aware of what teams have what players, you know? Like, these guys should be aware that all the younger teams are going to be the teams that they're going up against throughout the rest of their careers, you know?
That's why it feels almost impossible to accept that there's a new name that's expected to go first overall at the 2026 NHL Draft. When I say best Canadian hockey prospect ever, I mean it. At the same age, Gavin McKenna had 29 more points than Connor Bedard in 8 fewer games in the WHL, and then single-handedly won a championship for his Medicine Hat Tigers. But now that the draft is coming up in a couple of months, any and everywhere you'll look, you'll see people disappointed in Gavin McKenna's season in college. He's got 18 points in 17 games, which, bottom line, is just not good enough to warrant a first overall pick. The problem is then exacerbated by McKenna generally 90 to 95% of the time he's on the ice, looking like he doesn't give a fuck about whether or not he ever plays another game of hockey in his life. He's one of the lowest heart rate players I've ever seen play the sport. Put an Apple Watch on him and you might think he dies in between shifts because of how low his heart rate is. He gives up on plays early, he avoids contact in all situations, and he tries desperation moves to avoid putting extra effort in along the walls. These two factors together create what's kind of the perfect storm for McKenna falling from the undisputed first overall position. Some might even argue if you just looked at this season and only looked at McKenna's hockey DB page, you wouldn't take this guy top 10 in the draft. But if you truly think that, then I personally think you're on crack. Through Instat data tracking the NCAA, Gavin McKenna, who's been 17 for this entire season so far, currently leads all forwards of any age in
I think the narrative around Bedard Celebrini is super toxic. They're friends IRL, but social media and media is going crazy, pushing this competition between them. Stop it. Stop it. They are back-to-back first overall picks. They are both on really young teams that are looking like they're going to be really good for the next decade plus. They are going to be compared. They are going to be pitted against each other. This is sports. This is rivalry. Stop trying to push back on it. I hate Macklin Celebrini. I hate the San Jose Sharks. Connor Bedard clears.
Per game metrics in zone entries, breakouts, accurate passes, puck touches, and time with the puck. And he's also sitting third in the league in passes to the slot per game, shots per game, scoring chances per game. Some of these stats, like puck control and puck touches, he's leading college forwards dating back several years, ahead of guys like Fantilli, Celebrini, Leonard, every Hobie Baker winner. These stats alone are super encouraging for his transition to the NHL.
He's a beast,
for a guy
man.
who doesn't do nearly enough along the walls,
so good
and
offensively.
I won't disagree, doesn't play a certain style of game that a coach might want, McKenna's still finding a way to have the puck on his stick more than anyone. And it's coming down to his ridiculous hockey IQ, the player
he's
he models
literally
his game
Patrick
after,
Kane, bro.
and being an example of what hockey...
Gavin McKenna is literally Patrick Kane.
he is turning into as a sport. Now, okay, I don't want
Yeah, true. The Sharks are in the fucking pillow fight division too. How could we forget?
to sit here and pretend that playing through contact is a dying breed and not necessary in hockey. It's actually one of the most important things a player can show at the junior or NCAA level. It's important at every position on the ice. And my initial concern, as with just about every other scout, video guy, analyst, and overweight Leafs fan that's watching him, is that not having a calm game under contact might make Gavin McKenna a one-dimensional player at the NHL level. For a quick example, look at what Patrick Kane does so well. As a 5'11" winger who won an MVP and a
Bro, Gavin McKenna is literally Patrick Kane.
Conn Smythe playing for a possession-oriented team, he's basically the GOAT of learning how to play through contact as a smaller forward. He picks up the puck in his own end, but has the confidence to go wide on the first guy before changing the angle and cutting off Guryanov. He uses his body as a median to shield the puck. Once he's in the zone, he faces a defender before cutting back. He's waiting for fresh legs to enter the zone, and it all leads to a Chicago offensive possession. And in this new skating-dominated era of hockey, we're seeing how Quinn Hughes, Lane Hudson, and to a bit of a different extent, Macklin Celebrini take this approach to physicality.
McKenna isn't loose and sloppy. Dude, I watched that the last game that they lost in the tournament. He was just creating the entire game. He was creating chance after chance after chance. And they didn't fucking capitalize on the opportunity. He was creating so much offense. He's unbelievable.
They keep the forechecker on the hip and using angle switches, cutbacks, and edge work to keep possession of the puck. These guys are unreal at playing through contact despite being smaller. Already we're seeing a very different kind of player from Gavin McKenna, who clearly thinks the game in a different way, and he values avoiding contact first and foremost. First isn't an anomaly in the NHL, however. Nikita Kucherov won an MVP, 3 scoring races, 2 cups, made 6 All-NHL teams crazy by playing this pass first through the neutral zone style and working the puck east to west with his unreal hockey IQ and just probably being the best passing winger of all time. If you can always find the early pass, you're putting your team at a major advantage through the neutral zone. It creates width and depth in the neutral zone, and in the long run, it's going to force the other team to be careful about overloading one side if McKenna's got Hall of Fame tape-to-tape finding the farm out, trophies for getting a
he makes little plays like that
line. But this is an
every
example
time he's
of
on
what
the
McKenna
ice.
does every game for Penn State. He's a better thinker than anyone else on the ice.
Like, dude,
but
look
where
at
scouts
that
are getting a
in
little
tight
bit
area.
pissed is what State. He's a better thinker than anyone else on the ice. But where
Incredible.
scouts are getting a little bit pissed is when McKenna makes a play like this. He's got the back pressure.
I don't care. I don't care at all about a player in junior, or especially a high end. I do not care about a high end prospect in junior or the NCAA being like quote unquote lazy or bad habits or forcing plays. I do not care. That's what they said about Nick Lardis. People were telling me last year that Nick Lardis was not going to be an NHL player. They said that to me last year. Okay? I do not care. Gavin McKenna is not going to force the same kind of plays in the NHL that he does in a game against fucking Mercyhurst. Okay? Gavin McKenna is not going to make the same plays in the NHL as he was in the WHL. He's not going to have the same compete level in the NHL that he does on a fucking Friday night in college hockey. It's just not. It's going to be different. It will be.
In transition, and instead of angling him off and skating down the wing for a chip play, which would be a lot safer, he makes a telegraph pass that gets picked off at his own blue line. Some teams like the creativity because if that pass did get through, there was a 2-on-1 that would have developed, but it comes down to percentages at the end of the day, and that play was just a low percentage play. This kind of sequence is risking a rush chance against for a rush chance for. It's a different play than if he was creating a look in the offensive zone where the risk against is relatively much lower. That's the kind of thing that a Patrick Kane or Quinn Hughes might do. They play a lot safer in transition, but by working through
guys, I think we're due. We've been at the bottom for a while. We haven't won it since the Bedard year. I think we're due to win one.
Contact, they have a different kind of game in the offensive zone. But therein lies the issue. These risky style plays and the lack of defensive or physical effort from McKenna are a rare profile for a projected #1 Canadian draft pick. You rarely see North Americans compared to Europeans in their pre-draft. I guess this is a thing in every sport, but in hockey it feels crazy to compare this guy to anyone except for Nikita Kucherov, someone who, by the way, was taken in the second round because his game wasn't refined enough. But you can't teach raw talent at the end of the day. Bottom line, you don't draft Gavin McKenna to fit into your team. You draft Gavin McKenna so you can build a team around him. He's a nucleus of talent. So Gavin McKenna is dominating college hockey, but the point totals aren't there yet. But he had some of the best.
Which, after this video is 2 months old, he is massively picked up production in the NCAA since the making of this video. So,
best point totals in the history of the World Juniors. The main reason you wouldn't take him is his questionable defensive and physical effort, and maybe being a cocky kid. And yet the guy can compare his game to.
Gavin McKenna second in points. 51 points in 35 games. Oh, you guys can't see it. "51 points in 35 games as a 17-year-old. So yeah. So he it got a lot better than the first half of the season when that video was made. So just as a reminder, like, he made this video before he really started taking off. I just want you guys to remember that.
Who has never once been considered a strong defensive player or a physical player, and he's one of the cockiest guys in the league. I think people are overthinking this. Gavin McKenna is an elite prospect worthy of going first overall in most drafts. And yet, I don't think he's going first in 2026.
Now Stenberg. Stenberg's sick, dude. Stenberg's insane.
Ivar Stenberg is a 6 foot, 181 pound winger from a small town in Sweden, which, if you've been paying attention to the draft over the last decade, you'll know that basically guarantees this guy has sick hands and thinks the game at an elite level, which is absolutely the case here. Stenberg has some of the best hands and puck control of a prospect we've seen in a long time. That's why he's a near point per game player in the Swedish Hockey League,
music
which is
change.
the second best men's league in the world behind the NHL. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. Maybe it's because I run a Twitter account about hockey stats, doing it in every video, but prospect in the history of Swedish prospects. Take a look at this. The most points from a Swedish Hockey League player that's been eligible to be drafted in the history of the league. Number 1 is Ted Lindsay winner, Hockey Hall of Famer Daniel Sedin. Next up, 2010 NHL MVP, also a Hall of Famer and twin brother of Daniel, Henrik Sedin. Then you get to the 5th overall pick from the 2013 draft. Maybe he benefited from playing on a strong club over in Sweden, but he's a 40-goal guy in the NHL, and he's had some extremely high peaks. 4th place is Ovechkin's passer, and honestly one of the greatest passers of all time, Nicholas Backstrom. Then in 5th, you got the future face of Swedish hockey in Leo Carlsson. All of these guys are top 5 draft picks in the NHL. All of them have become first-liners.
Look at their
Hall
point
of
per
Famers.
game totals.
If you can be a major contributor in the Swedish league as a teenager, you're basically guaranteed to be a major piece in the NHL one day, which is what makes it so crazy that Ivar Stenberg is already 6th all time, despite playing half the games of.
Now, again, since this video was made, Stenberg's points kind of have the opposite of Gavin McKenna. Stenberg's production dipped off. It plateaued a little bit. I want to say he finished with like 30-something points in 40-something games. So it was closer to like some of the rest of these guys, but I mean, still in elite company. It wasn't at this 0.96. It was I think it was probably like in the 70s, but impressive nonetheless.
Everyone else on this list. When this season is all said and done, he might end up as the best producing Swedish hockey player ever, passing Hall of Famers on the way to do it. But what's so crazy is that Ivar Stenberg, more or less, plays the same style game as Gavin McKenna.
You wouldn't be able to get Matthew Nyes and keep Nazar, Frundell, Lardis, and that pick that leads to getting McKenna. You wouldn't get Nyes with all those assets still in your system. You'd have to give up at least one of those pieces.
Pass first, left winger, unreal puck skill.
And Lardis would not cut it.
in passing, not necessarily physical, not necessarily strong defensively. So what makes Stenberg different? Well, McKenna might model his game after Kucherov, but Stenberg's game takes from Kucherov's most impressive trait, the first touch. Being able to control the puck every time it's sent your way feels like a gift from God that Stenberg has. Just about every time the puck comes his way, it takes one touch and then he can take it into a dangerous position. Maybe he's not the fastest skater in the world, but he knows how to use cutbacks at the right time, and he has a great sense for finding the blind spots in transition and in the offensive zone. Watch this play where he picks off a hard pass in his own end.
He's so sick. Stenberg's a sicko.
And gains possession with just one hand on the stick. Through the neutral zone, he cuts through his own teammates who are both maybe realizing that darting up the middle wasn't the right play. Seeing that there's no immediate pass, Stenberg stops up and rims it around the net for his right winger. A steal and transporting the puck through the neutral zone is already a great play, but after the puck's shot back down and bounces off his skate, Stenberg one touches it onto the backhand, brings it to the forehand, and this teenager just did everything in one shift. In transition, Stenberg's got a little bit more of a motor than McKenna and prefers taking it through all three zones on his own. That's why he's in the top 30 in the NHL in both stick handling zone entries and breakouts per game. But Stenberg is near the top of the Swedish league in just about every stat you can think of. He's in the 90th percentile or better in scoring chances, passes to the slot, every possession metric, and in assists and points. And mind you, this is the second best hockey league in the world. But okay, McKenna also has all the stats to back up his offensive talent, but he's getting hate for shying away from contact. How does Stenberg do? Well, I won't say he's a beast physically, but he plays a significantly more refined game, something that every smaller forward should try to aspire towards. Dead puck along the boards and Stenberg plays his stick, and then he leans into the check to keep his positioning. Basically the standard for how a smaller forward should approach that situation. Couple quick steps, and then he finds a teammate cutting into the slot.
Damn, look at those stats on the broadcast. Tied in points, 30, 31, 32 games in, man. I'm just saying. All these people are just like, it's not even a conversation anymore. Shut the fuck up. It was a conversation at the start of the year before the injury. Shitheads. All right. Hawks back to full strength right as San Jose gains the zone. They get a free entry. Nice. Bedard picks it up. Here he goes. Into the zone. Moving on. Takes a hit. Heavy hit. Smith drops it for Celebrini. Good back check from Teravainen, who gets taken down. No call. Pretty bad no call there. Love to see you repping the Rivermen there. Hell yeah. Here's Frundell on his backhand. Tries to drive it to the net. Wipes out. Good work by Mikheyev. Gets it through to Frundell. Can he get it to Burt? Oh. Good, honestly, good defensive play there from Dickinson. I'll tip my cap to get down and block that pass. Now Celebrini carries it out, and San Jose goes for a change. Here's Burt. Drop pass. Mikheyev shoots! Oh! Nedeljkovic got a piece of it. Bertuzzi from a tight angle. Oh, he was looking for Frundell on the doorstep, or Mikheyev rather. Vlasic kind of got tied up with Chernyshov there. Chernyshov. This guy is, Sharks fans are saying that Chernyshov is better than, like, Frank Nazar. Oh, no. And he just had an amazing chance, and he's going to score probably here. How has this puck stayed out? They call it. Oh, my gosh. These guys are laying on Spencer Knight. Hello? How is there no whistle there? They got to give my boy Spencer Knight a fucking break here. Can we take a look? We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. All right, here it is. So Toffoli plays it. Back to the point. Bounces. What a save from Spencer Knight initially. They're saying no goal. Oh, he kicked it. He kicked it. That ain't a goal. Damn, that's crazy that a ref saw that, though. Yeah. Man, that's close. Like, you can't really tell. I mean, he did kick it. That's impressive that a ref saw that. Because his stick was nowhere near where the puck would have been. You can't see where the puck is. But then it goes in. Good call. Let's go. Good job, Stripes. Good job, Stripes. Clear kick. Yep. No goal. Oh, jeez. No goal. No goals. Knight stops it behind the net. Del Mastro gets it up. Oh, my gosh. Are they calling Slagger on a high stick here? On Mook? Oh, my gosh. The Slagger stick wasn't even up. It was like his arm. Yeah, there's the kick. Okay, there's no controversy there. That's just a straight up kick. And he knew it. That's why he didn't celebrate. Can I see the penalty, though? We got to see this high stick. You can't just show the goal. You got to show the... I think that was a bad call. I would have loved to see that replay on the high stick. Because that looked soft. Hawks lose the draw, man. Here's Celebrini, picks it up off the wall. Good work by Mikheyev. Puck gets past Will Smith. Crevier gets there. Can't get it through Orlov, though. Green helps out. Bounces off Orlov. Mikheyev pokes it out. Celebrini moves it right back in, and so the Hawks are able to dump it and clear it the length of the ice. Nedeljkovic plays it behind the net and leaves it for Orlov, who carries it out. Orlov drops it. Here's Celebrini with speed through the neutral zone. Gets through all alone. What a save, Spencer Knight. My goodness, that was way too easy of an entry. Here's Wenberg. Down low to Smith. Here's Will Smith in the left circle. Down low to Toffoli. Back to Smith. Over to Orlov. Sorry, Celebrini, rather. He chips it to Orlov. Orlov all alone. Top of the point. Smith, left circle. Back to Orlov. Oh, Nazar closed him down quick. Celebrini's got to deal with this, and he can't. Hawks get it out. They're going to have a 2-on-1. Nazar, can he? Oh, he couldn't get it across for Tavo, who was trying to jump up in the play. Now the Blackhawks defensemen are tired. They might have committed too much. Sherwood across. Great tie-up from Del Mastro. Great work by Ethan Del Mastro defensively. Hey, claps for EDM there. Claps for EDM there. What a play. Saved the goal. Attaboy. Hawks got caught out there. All right, McCabe's going to get it behind the net, and he's going to hoist it all the way down into the Sharks zone with only 14 seconds left on the kill. Wow. Yeah, he saved the goal. Completely agree. Good, solid kill. Spencer made the save when he needed to. Hawks successfully kill off the second power play of the night for the Sharks. We're going to get ours. Now we're going to get another one, chat. Thank you, EDM. Yes, sir. Here's Misa into the zone. How did that stay in? Oh, no. Nick Leddy entering the spin cycle along the blue line. Puck back to the point for Dickinson. His shot gets deflected all the way into the corner. Lardis can't get it out. The Del Mastro's going to have some time. He does so on his backhand. But San Jose dumps it back in. Hawks get to settle this down. Go for a change. Nick Lardis picking up some speed. Here's Del Mastro. Dumps it in. Oh, man. That was a really smart play to just let that ride and go through Bertuzzi. I don't know who made that play along the wall, but it was nifty. Goudreau passes it back to the point. They go D to D. Shot comes in. Ooh, Knight didn't really see it. It went wide. Good block. Great block. Del Mastro and Slaggert both blocking shots there. Keeping pucks away from the net. This gets whistled down for a hand pass. Yeah, Del Mastro did eat that slapper. Knight makes those saves all day. He's impossible to beat. Really good pressure there by Vlasic and Nazar. Nazar needed to get that pat. He should have passed that early to Teravainen and then just slowed up at the blue line and let Teravainen carry it. He tried to carry it himself into the blue, across the blue line. He should have just passed it when he was in the neutral zone. Icing on the Hawks. The Maestro just bailed us out. The Maestro. Ethan Del Maestro. EDM needs to be careful taking it that way. We are fresh out of spare D-men. Tage Harding, get ready to learn Blackhawks hockey. Boisvert chips it in. Lays a nice hit. Good work by Boisvert here on the forecheck, winning this puck. Boisvert and Mukamadulin tied up here in the corner. Starting to think these refs might blow this down in a sec. Now it's coming free. Nice little battle there. Good work by Lardis. Crevier pinches. Keeps it in for the moment. He's got Lardis behind him, backing him up at the blue line. It gets through him. Vlasic goes to retrieve the puck. Lardis picks it up, enters the zone. Drop past Bedard, what a move. Circles back. Leaves it for Kaiser. Oh no, Kaiser turns it over. He's got to get on his horse. Trip him. Oh my gosh, and Eklund scores. Oh, come on. Take him out. Take him out on that breakaway. Force a penalty shot. Like, why don't kids do that anymore? Just bad. Trip him. Intentionally trip him. Bedard turnover. That was Kaiser's turnover. Do you have eyes? 40. I'll help you out. 44 is not Connor Bedard. 44 is Wyatt Kaiser. God. Kaiser should have tripped him too. Give him a penalty shot. That used to be automatic in the 2010s. If a guy was on a clean breakaway, you were taking him out and forcing a penalty shot. Give Spencer Knight time to get set there. Del Mastro shoots one. Oh, if save gets made, it's bouncing in front of the crease. And then they blow it because of a high stick. Yeah, that was a bad turnover from Kaiser. It's all right. San Jose is low-key too small up front. San Jose, small up front, no blue line. I mean, they are the San Jose Sharks might be closer than the Chicago Blackhawks to making the playoffs, but they are further away from winning a Stanley Cup. The Sharks are so many pieces away from being a contender. Hello, Godzilla. LOL 2, hand him back of the leg, anything to prevent the shot. Yeah, I agree. Oh, refresh. Good call, Lebowski. Whoa. All right, I think I'm live. Sharks are the new Leafs. Use some kind of shitty kazoo sound. Dude, it's just this keepthescore.net thing. I wonder if I can edit the sound. Here, actually, I'll pull this up so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. Oh, shit. Here's Bert. Drops it for Mikheyev. Frondell's going to get over to this puck in the corner. Backhands one to Bertuzzi. It gets through him. Mikheyev beats Chernyshov to this race. Oh, he tried to get it out to Bertuzzi, but Frondell was there. The pass to Frondell was open. Oh, no. Misa might have a break here. Kaiser taking away the pass. Great job by Kaiser there to take away that pass. Misa ends up bobbling the puck and just completely loses it. The moment was too big for him, and my stream just froze. My stream just completely froze. My CHSN just froze. I'm frozen. Hello? All right. I'm live at 1:30. I don't know what the hell that was. LOL Misa, yeah, it was, moment was too big for him, chat. Bertuzzi tries a diving play. Crevier makes a good play there in front of the net. Puck bounces to Bedard, falls right to him. Oh, Dickinson getting his ankle snapped by 98. Here's Del Mastro. Cuts in. Oh, terrifying, blocked it. Bedard ended up getting a great chance. Oh, Nedeljkovic. Hey, Lardis just got tripped up. What the fuck was that? No call? Del Mastro moves it over to Korch. Korch with a good pass to Bedard through the neutral zone. 3-on-2 here for the Hawks. Lardis back to Bedard. Bedard, tight angle. Oh, man. Great play. That was fantastic. Oh, my goodness. From Korchinski to Bedard to Lardis. Hawks looking good there. That was great from all three of those guys. Oh, my goodness. That whole thing came from that breakout pass from Korchinski, chat. That whole thing came from Korchinski in the back. And then Lardis, they all thought he was shooting. He goes back to Bedard. Bedard tries to go near post, kind of a tight angle. He did have some room there. It was just a second late. Nedeljkovic got across. Credit to him. Good save. Here's Will Smith. What a back check by Donato on Celebrini. And now Donato picks it up and gives it to Ryan Green. Ryan Green fans on the pass back to Donato, so the Sharks get the puck. Now here's Graf. Now he wipes out, slips on a banana peel. My goodness. The young Sharks just struggling here. They're fighting it. Vlasic with a good pass out to Donato. Here's Ryan Green. Goes around the net. Throws it out in front. He finds Nazar, who tries to backhand one towards the net. San Jose picks it up. Will Smith moves it out. Oh, geez. Bad pinch there. 2-on-1. Celebrini. Oh, my goodness. Spencer Knight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Knight. Thank you, Mr. Knight, TYMK. My goodness. Attaboy, Knighter! We needed that. That would have been crushing. Whose pinch was that? My God, I need to go back. Was that Crevier? Who was that? I'm going back because it's commercial. Crevier, brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. You got to be... I mean, if he's going to pinch like that, you've got to completely clobber the guy. If Crevier's going to pinch up on that play, he's got to run the guy over. He can't just stand on his back and give him a little shove. Because then he makes the pass all the way across the ice to Celebrini. You got to kill the guy. Crevier, like, if... Run guys over. You're so big. It's not a penalty to run a guy over. You fail to recognize Nashville, LA, Winnipeg are having down seasons. You're right. Man, Nashville, LA, and Winnipeg are all going to be on the up next year. Man, those three teams are all going to be, wow. LA does not have, like, a true first-line center. Like, LA is going to be in this perpetual no man's land of selling all their assets to try to get whatever big name they can to stay somewhat relevant. Like, LA is not a legit team. They're not good defensively either. Their goaltending isn't great. Winnipeg is all goaltending in one line. They don't have any sort of depth. That's not going to change quickly. Winnipeg's not somehow going to put together a trade package and go out and bring in some big name. Guys aren't exactly clamoring to go to Winnipeg. And then the Nashville Predators are a complete and utter mess. They should have sold at the trade deadline to bring in some more assets to try to do some sort of a rebuild. All their core players are over the age of 32. Like, they're old. Nashville is going to progressively get worse. Nashville's going to get worse before they get better. None of those teams are going to be like I'm not looking at any of those teams like, oh, it was just a down year for them. They're going to be back. Like, I don't think Winnipeg's suddenly going to be back into like a President's Trophy caliber team. I don't. Where to watch this free? Are you like, do you think my chat is like a AI tool? ESPN Plus, brother. If you're not in the San Jose or Blackhawks market, you can watch any NHL game on ESPN Plus. It's like $5 a month. Just buy it. I'm sure you can spare $5 a month. ESPN Plus is worth it. And then if you're in the Blackhawks thing, I don't know, you just got to find a illegal website. Oh no. Toffoli's pass hits Bertuzzi. Mikheyev picks it up. Here's Ilya. His pass a little too hot for Frundell. It goes all the way for Kaiser. And puck deflects out of play. It's like $13. Who cares? Bro, come on. Come on. ESPN Plus is, if you're an NHL fan, ESPN Plus is fantastic. You can literally watch pretty much every single game except for the nationally broadcast games and your local market. Like, you can watch all the other games. It's fantastic. No, I don't think Landon Slager is one of the worst players in the league. I don't know. Maybe. No, he's not. He's not. Nice puck battle win there by Mikheyev. Bertuzzi does well along the wall. Throws it back to the point. Kaiser to Crevier. Shoots! Blocker save. Crevier learns from his mistake there and starts backing up. Here's Chernishev. What a find. Misa. Knight's got to get back in his crease. Oh my gosh. He makes the save on Toffoli. Point blank. Spencer Knight could save the fucking Titanic. Oh my gosh. And Crevier just wipes out, pressuring Chernishev. Hawks need to get this out now. These guys are gassed. Here's Toffoli. Shoots wide. Mickey picks it up, settles it down. Hawks are going to be able to take their time, go for a change. Kaiser can kind of catch his breath. TYMK. Berkey is the worst, yeah. Beds retreats, passes it to Teravainen. His pass is behind Korchinski. Doesn't really do him any favors there. Puck goes out of play. ESPN says I'm in Chicago. St. Louis is in Nashville's market. Yeah, that is pretty cheeks. It says I'm in St. I can't watch St. Louis games either. I can't watch St. Louis or Blackhawks games on ESPN. But this isn't even just an NHL problem. This is all sports problem. The age of streaming is just making things so inaccessible, which it was like everyone acts like it does the opposite. Oh, here's Bedard. What a feed from Lardis. Nedeljkovic made the save on his backhand. Teravainen throws one across for Korch. Korch wipes out, but plays it along the wall. Teravainen picks it up, goes through Lardis. Bedard gets there, leaves it for Lardis. Celebrini picks it up and carries it away. Good outlet pass. Here's Graf. Oh my gosh, Celebrini with another amazing look, saved by Spencer Knight. Celebrini's pissed. Spencer Knight is in this guy's head, man. We got to stop giving up these grade A chances, man. Spencer Knight's not going to be able to save these all fucking night. It's getting out of hand. We got to be better in our own end. Like, Nazar makes a bad play there, and then no one's picking up the late guy. Ryan Green's just puck watching. Like, Spencer Knight is unbelievable, man. Good poke check there by Donato. He gets it all the way out. Good work by him. Here's Vlasic. Moves it up to Green. Makes a nice pass to Donato, who plays it through his legs. Cuts to the middle. Oh my gosh, he gets upended. No call. Somehow still has the puck. It's a yard sale. Here's Green back to the point for Vlasic. Shoots one. It goes wide. Rinzel rims it all the way around. Muka Medulin. Oh my gosh, and now Vlasic is a 2-on-1 trailer. Dude, wow, like, fucking hell, boys. Figure it out. These odd man rushes. What the hell? It's like these, all of our defensemen are like short-circuiting. And just giving up all these crazy chances. Like, what was that play by Vlasic there? Knight's going to be better than Corey Crawford. They're like 1-20 in games where he doesn't get a point. What's the optimism level around Korch with his recent play? I still don't know, like, I don't know what his role is. Like, is he just a third pairing guy? Like, is that what are we expecting from him? What are we wanting from Kevin Korchinski? I still think you probably trade him. Like, I think this, I don't know. Like, some of these guys have to be expendable. Some of these guys have to be traded. Like, I do think you probably want a solid defenseman that's not a veteran, but like a couple years older than these guys, like in his prime. And I think you probably want a really good top six forward that's not a veteran, but maybe 27, 28, you know? Like, I think I think some of these guys are going to be traded. Like, what are the odds you draft all these players and they make the perfect NHL roster? Like, you're going to have to, like, you've got pro scouts for a reason. Surely there's guys that you can go out and trade for using some of this draft capital and some of these promising young players and get like bona fide NHL guys. Like, here's Eklund. Great pass to the slot, and they fucking score. Top of the circle, I should say. Dreadful in our own end this entire game. Wake the fuck up! The defending has been so bad. You lose the draw. It's just so easy. Wow, Wenberg set a pick on Bedard. And then Sherwood's just wide open. And Vlasic's just like standing there. Like, I think our D need to be a little more active. Woof. Here's Wenberg. Drops for Eklund. Gives it back to, oh my gosh, puck deflects off Del Mastro. Vlasic shoving Sherwood. Attaboy Vlas. Get a little pissed off. You guys have been playing like shit. Get a little pissed off. Hit somebody. Get the juices flowing a little bit, chat. It's the lack of O-zone time. It's not the defending. It is the defense. It's both. The decision-making in the defensive zone has been bad. The decision-making in the offensive zone by the defenseman has been bad. The turnover by fucking Kaiser was bad. There's been bad pinches that have led to 2-on-1s. Like, we're lucky that it's only 2-1. There have been so many odd man rushes that come from bad decisions. Shot from the point goes wide for San Jose. Mangiapane plays it behind the Hawks net. Kaiser plays it off the glass. Here's Mangiapane. Skating behind San Jose's net. Cuts in. Kaiser shoots. Deflects off somebody and goes out of play. Yeah, it's like they've had an odd man rush every 4 minutes in this hockey game. It's not just O-zone time. Nice. Frendell wins the draw. It's like the first face-off we've won all night. Here he is behind the net. Back to the point. Crevier. He intentionally plays one wide. Bertuzzi can't maintain possession. San Jose gets it out. Fuck, man. Crevier plays it all the way in. Bertuzzi gets there. Finds Frendell. Tries to work it towards the net. Gets it through Celebrini. Good work on the forecheck. Can't keep it in. Oh, no icing. It goes on net. Bummer. They've had the puck. They've had shots. This is not the most lopsided game that we've seen. Not even close. It's not lack of O-zone time that's leading to odd man rushes. The odd man rushes are coming from the possession in the offensive zone. Great save from Spencer Knight. Like, if they didn't have any ozone time, San Jose wouldn't be having odd man rushes. They'd just be cycling the puck all the time. It's not like San Jose has kept us hemmed in the entire game. That's not what's happened in this hockey game whatsoever. Although it's happening here. Shot comes in. Good save from Spencer Knight. This has not been a game of the Hawks getting hemmed into their own end of the ice the entire game. That has not been the story of this hockey game whatsoever. It's just every chance the Hawks are giving up is like a really good look. San Jose's creating these chances quickly. It's not coming from plays off the cycle. It's been all off the rush. We've been giving up so many chances off the rush. It's not coming from the cycle or anything else. I don't know what you're saying. Hawks win the draw. Nice. Beds. Way to win it. Teravainen makes a nice play. Lardis throws it across the net. Teravainen picks it up. Oh, was looking for Lardis. Didn't connect with him. Rinzel finds Tavo. Here's Tavo. Throws one towards the corner. Nice. Going to the peeper for the final 2:20. Let's go. Peeper time. Way to draw one, boys. This is what we need. Let's get it set up. Let's score one. Orlov to the box. Attaboy, Lardy. Way to sell one. That's a soft penalty. We'll take it. I told you we were going to get ours. We were owed ours. We were owed ours. Orlov is already sealing. Stop it. All right. Nazar off the draw. Loses it. Hawks keep it in. Here's Bedard. Frondell. One-timer! Oh, fuck. Nedeljkovic makes the save. Here's Bedard. Back to Frondell. Back to Bedard. Bedard, top of the point. Frondell gives it back to Bedard. Here's Nazar. Left side. Plays it to Teravainen, who gives it back to Bedard. Frondell, fans on the one-timer. Still has the puck, though. Gives it back to Connor. Here's Connor, top of the point. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Nazar. Across for Frundy. Oh! Nedeljkovic makes the save. Power play looking good here. Here's Frankie. Left wall. Back to Bedard. Skates it to the middle. Oh, it hit Bertuzzi in front of the net. Bedard gets it again. Frondell, one-timer. Oh, it gets blocked, and that guy's dead. Here's Bedard to Nazar. Nazar shoots. Oh, he just should have made one more. Oh, Bertuzzi gets it away from Nedeljkovic. Puck's still alive. Bedard shoots. Puck's still free. Nedeljkovic finally covers. Man, did that power play look fucking good. Man, did that look good. I think that shot that Nazar took, I think he should have had one more pass across to Frondell. Ah, oh, Nazar fanning on that one-timer. I want to see that Nazar shot. Oh my gosh, Ferraro got hit up high with that one. That one's got a sting. Just let him rip. Thank you for keeping these guys out here. Thank fucking goodness, Blashill. Hawks win the draw. Here's Bedard. Tavo now, right circle. Throws one across for Bertuzzi. I hate when Tavo's the one pulling the trigger. Here's Nazar, left wall. To Teravainen in the slot. Oh my gosh, Bertuzzi tried to sell a high stick there from Nedeljkovic. Teravainen passes it back to Bedard. Okay, we're looking sick, man. Here's Frondell. Throws one across, it hits a skate. Nazar's going to keep it in. 30 seconds now. Tavo gets it here. Pass, not great. Frondell from a tight angle. Nedeljkovic makes the save and it goes out of play. Fuck. Man, our power play is sick. Our peeper is sick, man. This is it. This is the setup. Bedard should be on the point. I love this. Bedard on the point. It would be great if we could have a better Oh, Bertuzzi got hit up high with the puck. It would be great if we had a better, like, option on the right side than Nazar. Nazar just needs to be in the lab this summer, working on the one-timer, working on the play from the left half wall. And they're keeping these guys out here. Hawks win the draw again. Bedard over to Tavo. Tavo drops it for Beds. Beds, front down one-timer. Oh, it goes just wide. Tavo keeps it in. Back to Frankie. Bedard at the point. Bedard shoots, and Nedeljkovic makes the save, man. Oh, my gosh. I could watch this all day. He hit the post. Oh, my gosh. It clanked off the post. That's brutal, man. That was it. That was our core parlay. Oh, my gosh. I didn't even hear it. It dinked so loud. Fucking smashed the post. Our power play is sick. My goodness. My goodness. And it's only going to get better next year with fucking Kancerov in the slot. In the bumper, dude. Kancerov in the bumper there is going to be nasty. Sharks win the draw, and they clear it. Wow. Did they really put the pressure on that peeper? That's gonna be one of the best power plays in the league. That is going to be an elite power play, chat, with the amount of guys you have out there. Oh no, and here's another great poke check there by Kaiser. Ending the period. See, did that have anything to do with fucking offensive zone time? And just gave up a quality chance the other way. Peoria Riverman, that is correct. Peoria Riverman. Yeah, Philip always comes in and is like weirdly negative. This power play is looking nasty. These are the first couple games that we've seen it with Bedard on the point. It's looking sick. Kancerov replacing Tavo is going to be nasty. Yeah. Tavo actually did well. I will say Tavo actually did well on that power play. He was handling the puck well, but he's not a threat to score, and that's what Kancerov is in the bumper there. From the bumper position. He's another threat to score, so. And then by the end of next year, Nestrasil is going to be the net front guy. Oh my goodness, man. Wow. Gosh, that power play was sick. I just want to watch more of that. I'm so bummed that we're nearing the end of the season. I'm not ready to let this team go, chat. I'm not ready to be done with Blackhawks hockey. Guys, if you are watching this for the first time or you're new around here, I stream every single Blackhawks game that I can. I am going to be streaming games just like the way I am with the Blackhawks this year. I'm going to be streaming games during the playoffs. I have a video coming out tomorrow or Wednesday. I recorded it. I'm just having my editor, Raven Gasser, edit it for me. It's about Connor Bedard's contract. And I kind of figure out what his market value is and kind of give my opinion on what I think he's going to sign for and go through some comparables of other players that were in similar spots to Bedard in after their first 3 seasons. So it's going to be, honestly, it's going to be one of the better videos I've put out on this channel probably ever. I hope with the vision I have for it, it's going to be really good. We'll see if it ends up being good, but that'll be coming out within the next 2 days. And then, yeah, I'm covering the playoffs. I'm going to be covering the playoffs. So what I'm trying to say is subscribe to the channel if any of that stuff interests you. We have fun around here for the most part. I mean, some people in chat don't have fun because they're somewhat miserable, but it's okay. I still love them nonetheless. I love the miserable people in my chat. Not as much as the happy people, but close. I almost love them as much. Oh, wait. Actually, before we go back to this, what is the score? What's going on right now? 1-1. Nice. Nice. Keep this game close. I would love this to be an overtime game. Would love this to be an overtime game. I want to take both points from the Sharks. I want to have a strong third period, chat. Please throw the fucking kitchen sink at these guys. They're going to push. San Jose is going to push in the third.
The only way McKenna is making a play like this is if you offer him Geometry Dash Pro. Yeah, it's got no ads and it's a better playing experience overall. But Stenberg is doing it for free every game, and he's got Geometry Dash Lite because he loves to grind. When Stenberg has the puck, it's more of the Patrick Kane curl and wait. He's poised with the puck, and as the season has gone on, these habits have started to make a lot of scouts think he might be the better pick at first overall. Now, the Swedish league naturally gives players more time and space. The rinks are wider, and most of the players are Swedish. There's definitely an agreement between teams that no one's going to try to nick Tynarski each other if they get embarrassed. It's a lot more civil, and overall, the game naturally allows for a guy like Stenberg to get after it wherever he can.
Also, what happened in the Natty? Is that over? Oh, wow. Michigan won by 6. Sleeper. Who cares?
Why leading up to the World Juniors, there was a growing sentiment that Stenberg was in place to maybe take that first overall spot. But we all know how that ended. Sweden won gold. McKenna outproduced Stenberg 14 points to 10, but scouts saw what they needed to see. Stenberg can handle the smaller ice and the more physical game. The curl and weight, poised, possession-style game that Stenberg plays created sequences that McKenna just wasn't able to make over the course of the tournament. When the Czechs were pushing against Canada in the semi-final, McKenna didn't have an answer. When Sweden was against the wall against Finland and Czechia, Stenberg danced around the offensive end, creating chances and forcing offense out of nothing. Compare the two players head-to-head. McKenna had more points, and the scoring chances and zone entries were more or less equal, but offensive possession was dominated by Stenberg, primary assists were dominated by Stenberg, highlights were dominated by Stenberg, and the gold medal was won by Stenberg. So,
am I making a post game? Fuck no.
What do I think? I don't have a clue who's actually better. This race is close in my mind, and while I'm making this video, I've changed my opinion 2 or 3 times, but if I had the first overall pick, here's what I would do. If I was starting the rebuild from scratch, the owner and I had some drinks. We had like 7 or 8 drinks, maybe some shots. We got a little bit weird. His face was pretty red, and he leaned in and said, listen, I just want to have a team like San Jose. I don't give a fuck about winning the cup in the 2020s. I just want a dynasty one day. I would say, okay. I'd order a couple more drinks on his bill, and I'd tell the scouting staff to take the next few days off because I already know that we're taking Gavin McKenna. He thinks the game at the highest level, and his high-end skill, pure skill, is better than any prospect I've seen since Patrick Kane. I've always said Kucherov is the best skill guy in the league, and now I'm thinking McKenna is this next generation's Kucherov. But I don't think many of these teams that could be picking first have the liberty to start from absolute scratch. Ivar Stenberg has got a way higher floor, and I just don't see a universe where he's not a point-per-game player in the NHL, if not better. He has all the tools, and
Vancouver's the team that makes the most sense to take McKenna at 1. Like, I think if the Hawks get the first overall pick, they'll end up taking Stenberg. And I think a lot of these teams, like I think if Calgary gets first overall, I think they'll probably take Stenberg as well, to be honest with you. I think the Rangers would take Stenberg. I think... Yeah, I think Vancouver's the only team that would take McKenna first overall. Like, I really do see a lot of these other teams picking Stenberg first overall. And
fundamentals to change a team's trajectory overnight. That's why, in the end, I think Ivar Stenberg is going first overall. He's can't miss, and I think the marginal potential gain from McKenna hitting his peak is not worth the risk if he doesn't fit your team. This race is so exciting, and I have no idea what's going to happen next, but McKenna versus Stenberg, to me, is as exciting as any of those iconic drafts, and this one is going to go down to the wire. Scouts prefer Stenberg right now, and I get why, but let's not forget that 2 months ago, Gavin McKenna had arguably the best 17-year-old junior hockey season of all time. Recency bias is a hell of an effect, and no one's safe from it. Hopefully this race stays this close until the end, because if the draft was today, I don't think there's a single team in the league that would be confident in the choice they make at first overall. Thanks for watching.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Jeez, Craig Button has Ivar Stenberg at 4 behind Carson Carrolls and Chase Reed. What the fuck is this guy just straight up smoking pack and getting paid? What's Chris Peters on? Stenberg at 3. Man, okay. Honestly, this is giving me faith. This is giving me hope. Is there a chance where Stenberg's still hanging around? Like, that guy he's unbelievable. Is he really going to be an option at 3? Like, that's giving me faith. The odds of the Hawks getting one of the top 3 picks is really high. What's Bob McKenzie? What's Bob McKenzie's most recent? Wait, what's this year? 2026? Is there no fucking Bob McKenzie rankings out? Because Bob McKenzie always has like, Bob McKenzie's aren't his. It's like what the scouts are saying. It's like what the GMs and the teams are saying. Chief wants Carrolls if we are 3 or 4. He's just looking at guys. I don't think Chief is like strong on Carrolls. I think he's just been watching his tape recently. Could we see any team pick in the top 2 and take a defenseman? I guess so. Maybe New York. I think Calgary needs a guy on the left side. Bob McKenzie retired? Oh, I guess that would make sense why there's no fucking Bob McKenzie rankings. That's funny. Okay, so McKean's hockey is McKenna 1, Stenberg 2, Verhoff 3. This is like what we've heard, I feel like. Daily face-off, top 32. Stenberg 1, McKenna 2. In today's league, like, does it not make so much more sense for Stenberg to be the first overall pick? Like, that's just what makes the most sense to me. Should we watch this Carson Carrolls tape? Sasha Boivin needs to be in the gym all summer. Yeah. Go Sharks. I need them to get an empty netter. The Sharks are going to choke this. The Hawks are winning this hockey game.
Are you still brushing your retainer? Here at Zima Dental, we know that no matter what
Sharks
kind of
are
oral
ass.
appliance you have, it deserves...
Hello, Hawk.
Also, it's so funny. It's like Sharks fans should know, like, they don't understand this. They just want like the instant gratification of making the playoffs. The San Jose Sharks need defensive prospects. They need a high-end defenseman. They have this Sam Dickinson, this Muka Medulin, like, it's not good enough. They are so far away from winning the Stanley Cup. The San Jose Sharks need high-end defensemen so badly. They only have forwards. You need in the playoffs, and I know people like this is hard for people to wrap their minds around. Defense is more important than the forward group in the playoffs. You know this. You know the saying, defense wins championships? That's true in the NHL. The San Jose Sharks have nothing on their back end. It's the cupboards are empty on the back end. Like nothing of note. Like no solid like. And they always say like, oh, we've got this guy, and it's just like mid-tier prospects that are like maybe projectable NHL players. Sharks rebuilding the staff with the finger, but it's like the rebuild was quick because of Celebrini in the sense that like the games are entertaining and they're somewhat competitive, but they're sitting just outside of a playoff spot in a Pacific Division that is terrible. It's like the San Jose Sharks would get smoked in the playoffs if they make it. They're not. The San Jose Sharks are further away from being a Stanley Cup contender than the Chicago Blackhawks are. And that's hard for people to understand, but it's the truth.
Hockey fans, and welcome to NHL Draft Pros.
Shoots, he scores!
On today's video, we're going to take an early look at Carson Karls, who plays for the Prince George Cougars in the WHL. He is one of the top defensive prospects for the 2026.
You pronounce it Karls? That almost can't be right. I almost just disagree with that.
NHL Draft Class. And if you want to see some other highlight videos of some of these prospects, head over to NHL Draft Pros on YouTube or Grow a Game Overall. Look at the passing with some decent offensive upside, as you see in this little clip here. Look at the passing right there. Nice head up here you're going to see. So this is Ethan Belchez, and then Carson Karls with a nice dish right there. Yeah, so you know what? He does have a little bit of offensive upside. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But now the size, that's the other thing. 6'2", 194 pounds defenseman who can skate. Yeah, those are some nice characteristics to have. Now, the first thing I wanted to mention is that he's a June birthday, which makes him one of the younger prospects of the 2026 NHL draft. So lots of room to develop. There's still...
Can I be honest? I don't want to draft another defenseman in the top 5 that isn't at least a projectable true number 1. What's the point? We've drafted so many of these defensemen so high that you want to do it one more time to try to get another guy that's a true number 1?
Some kinks in his game that he needs to work out, but overall, he's a young player. Now watch this one right here. I want to show this clip right here. He absolutely blows by the defenseman there, splits the D, walks in, and then absolutely roofs it. So, yeah, you see that skating there? I'm going to talk about that in 1 second, but decent skater for a big kid. Look at that. Just blows by them and then roofs it. Wowza. What a goal. Shows some nice offensive instincts right there. And the one thing, like I said, that stands out is he is a really good skater. Nice, fluid strides with a little bit of a hunched forward positioning, but he moves really well. Now, some nice four-way mobility as well, and at times he has some issues with pivoting, but that can be easily fixed. And like I said, younger prospects, so can work on the skating, those little nuances, I guess you could say, but for the most part, I mean, for his size, his mobility, yeah, I like to see that already. And the nice thing about Carson Karls is that he rarely makes mistakes. He is a very cerebral player, and there are more positives in his game than negatives. And he has some nice decision-making overall. So when you're talking about a young defenseman, and especially playing in the WHL, which can be one of the more challenging junior leagues in the world, he comes across really well in the decision-making department. And watch this nice little pass right here. Wow. So, yeah, a few clips there that shows the nice instincts there. And his head is always up, always on a swivel. He's always looking, scanning the ice, I guess you could say. So you like to see that. Now, the other part of his game that I really like is his physicality. Now, I don't have a lot of those clips in this video per se. That will come later on when I do scouting reports. But he does like to finish his checks. And he's always engaged defensively. He doesn't take any time off per se. Blocks shots, tough in front of the net, in your face kind of D, and that's what you like to see.
I mean, look, man, I'd like that, but, like, I don't know, man. I feel like you need a real like, if you're going to use the pick, I want a real piece. Otherwise, I'd rather just trade it. Can I be honest with you guys? That's how I feel. We're underway in the third. Oh. Fuck. I think Lardis just got hurt. Celebrini got a great chance off that. This fucking camera. Here's Kaiser, patient with the puck. Over to Crevier, back to Kaiser. Hawks change. Crevier dumps it in. Good work on the forecheck here by the Burton-Frundell combo. Mikheyev has it along the wall, then he coughs it up. Mises carries it out for San Jose into the Blackhawks zone. Can't make the pass through Vlasic. Good work by him. Now Mikheyev's going to... Nice. Competed. No icing there. A really good hustle. Here's Misa. His back pass gets deflected. He turns it over. Here's Nazar. What a move. Into the zone. Nazar. Should have just shot. Here's Bertuzzi. Tried to make a pass through the legs. I don't know who that was going to be to. Korch catches this pop fly. Moves it up to Donato. Plays it off the wall to himself. And Eklund controls for the Sharks. Dangerous pass there to Weinberg, but he got it through. Here's Eklund. Nice feed. Weinberg didn't shoot it. Shot comes in from the point, and Spencer Knight makes the save. Weinberg should have shot that puck there. What the fuck is he doing? Who says they can't trade up with all their seconds? Teams are not interested in trading down. Like, that just doesn't happen in the top 3 to 5. You know? So I can't see it, but I think you try to do something aggressive like that if you're in the 3 to 4 range, and if you highly suspect that McKenna and Stenberg are going to be gone. I'm just worried that, like, they pick 2 or 3 and McKenna's still on the table and they go for a defenseman. Like, that would make me sick. And it's icing. Kind of want to see Frundell with a few reps with Nazar. I think that could be a very likely combination, especially if Frundell ends up playing center long term. Reed is not a better prospect than Levshunov, IMO. Levshunov does everything better than him at the same age. Good work by Slaggert there. Grinding. Your guys' goat. Celebrini moves it up for Smith. Letty gets it back to Smith. Now he couldn't control the pass. Boivin plays it high off the glass. Celebrini makes a nice move in the neutral zone. Curls away from Del Mastro. Finds some space. Wow, what a pretty goal. San Jose up 3-1. What a pretty goal. Bad change. Bad change from the Hawks. And then Teravainen's just got to be harder in the neutral zone. Lardis gives him too much space. And then Korchinski and Del Mastro don't recover. Del Mastro caught in no man's land there. Del Mastro caught in no man's land there. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Del Mastro didn't back up to the net soon enough. '100th career point for Will Smith. Knight tries to pass it to Bedard. It misses him. Pass across the neutral zone from Teravainen is bad. Shocker. Vlasic up the wall. Shot from the point. Knight makes the save and leans on it. All right. Hawks have a mountain to climb. Hawks have a mountain to climb here. Graf with just eyes in the back of his head. That was such a sweet fucking play from Graf. Nazar gets tossed out of the draw. Drop the fucking puck, Stripes. Korch picks up the puck behind the net. Yeah, play with some tenacity, Korch. Moves it over to Crevier. His pass gets tipped in. Oh, Nazar gets taken out as he tries to get on that puck. Good work by Korch there. Good strong play by Korchinski. And then Donato just gets taken out. Surely. Thank you. Oh my goodness, what the fuck was that? Terrible penalty from Barclay Goudreau. Thank you, sirs. Put this fucking Blackhawks power play. Give them another opportunity. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's build off of what we had in the second and put one in the back of the net. That was a pretty power play in the second period. Let's convert now. Brutal penalty from Barclay Goudreau. Just bad. Win this draw, please. Please win this draw. Please win this draw. Please win this draw. Puck battle in the corner. Squirts free to Nazar. Back to Bedard. Bedard to Nazar on the right wall. On his strong side. Bedard finds Teravainen, who makes a quick pass to Nazar. Nazar looking for Teravainen. That was not the pass, Frank. Bedard stick handles around one. Enters the zone. Throws it to an area to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi leans on one, hits the post. You gotta be kidding me. And Tavo stepped on the puck and he lost it. Puck battle behind the net. Pops free. Frundell one-timer! Nedeljkovic made the save. Here's Bertuzzi. Back to Bedard. Bedard looks off the shot. Throws it to Frank. It hits a stick. Frank gets on it now. Left half wall. Just beyond the circle. Here's Frankie. Passes it back to Bedard. On the point. Brings in a defender. Shoots one! Where's that puck? It's still alive. Frank has it. 45 seconds left on the man advantage, and he loses it. Bertuzzi rims it around. It gets to Frundell. Back to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi tries to wrap one around for Frank. He wasn't set for it. Here's Bedard to Tavo. Frank now tries to go across for Frundell. It gets through his legs. Good stick check by Frundell. Bedard's going to keep this. 25 seconds left on the man advantage. Bedard rips one. Nedeljkovic got a piece of it with the glove. Here's Frundy to Bert. Back to Frundell. To Teravainen. Nazar scores! What a goal! Boom! They convert! Damn, this power play's fucking sick. Let's go. Bang! Frankie. Finally, man. He was fucking up. He's working on those one-timers, baby. They somehow always end up going to, like, it always ends up with Frank. Because they respect him the least. And so he gets the best opportunities. Made no mistake there. Let's go, Frankie. That's my boy. Boom. Gosh, he fucking hammered that thing. Wait, was that a Frundell point? Core parlay. Let's go, Will. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. Within one. Let's cook off that. Come on. Don't let up. Let's get another one. Knight stops the puck for Crevier. Crevier moves it up the wall. Hits Donato. Donato carries it forward. Dumps it in. Nedeljkovic having a tough time with it. Leaves it for Dickinson. Crevier keeps, throws one towards the net. Donato gets this puck on the left wall. Just brings it down below the goal line. Coughs it up. Oh my gosh. What was that? Donato unable to keep it in. Puck bounces back to Vlasic. Makes a nice pass to Green. Donato gets it back to Green. It bounces over his stick, though. And Wenberg's able to pick it up with some speed. Now here's Korch. Oh, his pass just a little too hot for Boisvert. Nedeljkovic plays it all the way up the wall. Rinzel. Nice. Hawks win the battle. Slaggert gets it in. Boisvert picks it up. Boisvert cuts it back. Oh, his pass through the legs of Mangiapane. Goes all the way back to Spencer Knight, who settles it down and leaves it for Kevin Korchinski. He gets pressured behind the net. Mangiapane makes the pass out of the reach of Slaggert. Sharks are able to get on it and dump it. Korch, you got to be a little quicker there, buddy. Hawks lose it in the corner. Sharks keep it. Good positioning there by Boisvert. Here's Misa. Cross the zone. Shot comes in. Oh my gosh, it hit the side of the net. Almost made my heart drop. Korchinski ties this guy up. Yes, Rinzel, just carry that out. Oh, boys. Almost made a mess of that. Hawks get it out. Mangiapane knocks it in. Hawks can go for a change. Wait, what? Did Mangiapane not get a touch on that? They call it an icing. Apparently not. How about Bedard puts the team on his back now? Rewound lead just to keep the game in sync with my TV. Oh no. Good stick defensively there from Mangiapane. Sharks go D to D. Play it behind Knight. Rinzel plays it towards the wall. Desharnais kind of rubs Lardis off that puck. Celebrini plays it into the corner. Good stick lift by Del Mastro. Kaiser plays it around for Tavo. Here's Celebrini. Makes a nice backhand pass to Smith. Smith hard rims it all the way around. Lardis is going to get there first. Oh no, but he coughs it up to Celebrini. Here's Graf. Has nice interception by Kaiser there. Now here's Bedard. Tries to stick handle. Oh, gets punched in the face by Nick Leddy. Makes a nice pass to Tavo. Tavo moves it back to the point. Vlasic throws one at the net. It's just whatever. I guess we get the offensive draw, but damn. Is there overtime in hockey? There is. There is indeed overtime in hockey. Yes. There will be 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime, and then if nobody scores, it goes to a penalty shootout. Welcome to the sport. It's a great game. You should find a stream and turn the game on. It's a fantastic sport. You know, I'm I'm an American, so I've grown up with all the sports. I've played all the sports. My humble opinion, hockey is just easily the most enticing, entertaining product. It's got the physicality of football. It's faster than every other sport. It's got the technique and skill requirements of baseball. It's got the drama of baseball and soccer. It's the perfect sport. You should tap in. Under 5 happening? No, probably not. Hawks will pull the goalie, you know. Odds are. He probably bet on this game and then looked up Sharks Blackhawks live stream, and then my video came up. You guys do realize, like, people saying that they're trolling, like, you do realize people find my streams all the time by just typing in the game and then live stream, right? Like, my video will be something that pops up probably pretty highly. Exactly, yeah. See, I told you guys. You guys, like, not realizing how, like, SEO works in keywords. I've got important keywords that a lot of people are looking up when they're trying to find a way to watch the game. Like, that's why I don't call it a watch-along. That's why I don't call it, like, a game. Oh! Vlasic's shot gets tipped by Bertuzzi. Frendell in front of the net. Oh, can't put it home. Sharks carry it out. Pass was a little too hot. And it is icing. Hawks going to have another ozone draw. So I found your stream by just typing in Sharks live stream on YouTube. See? There you go, guys. That's why I name it Blackhawks at Sharks live stream. That's why I don't have, like, watch along with Lee, or I don't put any of that shit in the title for a reason. Chat, I did study. I do have a degree in digital marketing. You know, I'm not completely the dumbest person you've ever met. Ref just getting everyone that will be ready for the playoffs. Nice. Hawks come up with the puck. Korchinski moves one towards the net. Gets deflected into the corner by Nedeljkovic. Here's Bedard to Nazar in the slot. Oh, his shot hits Korch. Oh, Korch, just shoot that puck. He tried to go across for Bedard there. I think the shot was the move. Here's Frankie. Crisscrosses with Korchinski. Throws it back to Kaiser. His pass goes through the legs of Bedard. Reverse hit by Donato. Moves it along. Back to the point. Here's Kaiser. Good pressure here from the Hawks. Can they get a shot? Kaiser gets there first. Nazar's got to help keep. He does. And Bedard loses the physical battle behind the net, and San Jose gets it out. Good pressure there from the Hawks. That's a good shift. Why can't you show a game? Because that's illegal. I can't just show a live broadcast. These companies, these media companies pay tons of money to have the rights to live stream the games. It's pirating. It's illegal. I could go to fucking jail. My account could get suspended if I do that. I'm not getting my entire channel suspended for a couple of you guys that can't find a broadcast. Sorry, fellas. I've put just a little. Oh no! That cross pass hit a stick. Now here's Toffoli, top of the point. Passes one to the corner. Good work by Rinzel down low. Takes the puck off Chernyshov. Puck rolls on the boards. Toffoli centers it. Good hit there by Del Mastro. Blackhawk loses a stick. Rinzel blocks the shot, and it is hurting his hand. He blocks another shot. Sam Rinzel with a couple of really big... Oh, my gosh. What a play by Rinzel to block those shots. What a fucking dog. Hawks got to get that in deep. Okay, thank goodness. Jesus. Hopefully Rinzel's all right. Couple of big blocks by number 6 there. Korch, got to move that puck up quicker. San Jose dumps it in. Here's Korchinski. Cross ice. Bedard. Unbelievable play. Into the San Jose zone. Oh, he gets it poked away from him. Still has it. Good find to Teravainen. Here's Kaiser to Bedard. Oh, looking for Lardis. Bedard gets back on it. His pass to Korchinski gets intercepted. And now San Jose have numbers the other way. Graf is just going to play it into the corner, though. They were tired. Another good shift from that top line from the Hawks. Here's Bedard. Cuts back in the neutral zone. We'll give it to Kaiser. Here comes San Jose into the Hawks zone. Orlov shoots. It takes the deflection. Knight makes the save. Kaiser, the good breakout pass. Here's Frundell into the zone, protecting the puck. Plays around the boards. Jeez, he is just so strong. Just running over Orlov there. Sharks break it out. Oh, good. Sherwood could have been gone there. Nice little play by Crevier there. Bertuzzi not able to get it up the wall. Frundell tries to throw one on net. It hits a body. Good pressure and effort from Ilya Mikheyev, man. He's such a workhorse. Here's Vlasic. He dumps one in. Nedeljkovic plays it behind the net. Good keep by Rinzel. Here's Bedard back on the ice. Spinning! Oh my goodness, it whizzed just over the net. My goodness, Bedard is electrifying. Holy shit. This is checked in Bedard. This is dialed in Bedard. Holy shit, he is gross. Oh my gosh. LA up 2-1 against Nashville into the second period. I like that. I like that scoreline. Why can't Blashill just play Nazar, Bedard, Frundell together when a goal is needed? Because then who's centering the other lines? You can't just play your 1, 2, and 3 centers together and then just throw out 3 guys that haven't played together. Like, you can't just have Ryan Green all of a sudden center a line of Ilya Mikheyev and Tyler Bertuzzi, you know? They haven't played together. They haven't played with Green at center. Like, when the Hawks pull their goalie, if the Hawks pull their goalie in the final 2 minutes, Frundell, Nazar, and Bedard will all be on the ice together. But you can't do it now. We want Nashville winning? No, we don't. LA and Nashville are tied, and LA's got more home games, I think, than Nashville does. And I just think LA's the better team, so. Like, I'd rather see LA in the playoffs than Nashville or San Jose, so. Call me biased. I'm not seeing 71 make these types of plays as much, but he scores of late 6 games. Connor, find it now. Yeah, I think Bedard has looked really good in this game. He creates so much offense on his own. Like, I think Eklund and Wenberg have been extremely impressive this game. Like, I think the other forwards for San Jose have looked really good. Where it's like all the best Blackhawks chances have come when 98's on the ice. Why rooting for Nashville? because we don't want the Sharks to make the playoffs because they're our rival. Because fuck the Sharks. Donato wins the draw. Bedard has to take it out of the zone. Leaves it for Kaiser. Kaiser passes it to Nazar. So here's Nazar and Bedard together. That stretch pass goes all the way into the San Jose zone. Orlov carries it forward for San Jose, chips it in the Hawks zone. Korchinski goes to retrieve it. He's got guys closing in on him. He's got to make these decisions a little bit quicker, man. He's like making these passes when the guys are barreling in on him. Here's Bedard into the San Jose zone. Takes a hit. Puck gets tied up and gets out of the zone. Vlasic comes away with the puck. Makes a nice bouncing puck. Oh, Frindell could have been in there. Fuck. Here's Donato on his backhand. And then he fans on the pass back to the point, and Will Smith might have a break here. Vlasic catches up to him. What a tie-up from Crevier, man. Great work from the Twin Towers for the Blackhawks defensively there. Will Smith finds Celebrini. Back to Smith. Graf. Wrap around looking for Celebrini. Good stick there. Hawks break it out the other way. Mikheyev chips it to himself. Plays it hard around the boards. Frindell can't take it off Smith. Breaks it out to Graf. Graf just softly plays it in the Hawks zone so that he can go for a change. Rinzel spins away from Celebrini, hounding him. Del Mastro cuts it back. 3:52 to go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Oh, my gosh. Del Mastro with a terrible pass. That's bad. Here's Chernyshov to Misa. And Knight just covers this puck. I mean, you got to go tape to tape there. Del Mastro's got all day. Like, Del Mastro and Korchinski tonight, they've had good moments, and then they've both had just some of these head-scratching plays. Like, that third goal, I think, was heavily on Del Mastro. Like, they just have these errant passes, or they just make it takes them too long to make a decision. Time to lock in? Yeah, it is. I mean, you don't have a ton of time left. 3:38, D-zone draw. Got to win this and get it out of the zone. Probably going to have, like, maybe a shift or two before the goalie gets pulled. Maybe you start with Bedard. Start with the Bedard line here out of the break. Give him a chance, and then have him come off the ice for one shift, and then put him back out there for when it's time to pull the goalie. Need 98 to pull a rabbit out of his hat. It's kind of what it's feeling like. Oh, man, I would love nothing more than to take a point off these guys. Hawks defense is very underwhelming. It's just highs and lows. Like, they'll make dumb plays, and then like that last break there where one of the forwards kind of made a mistake in the offensive zone, and then Vlasic's got to skate back, and he kind of takes the initial pass away from Smith, and then Smith gets the pass across, and Crevier just has that great play on the back check to save a goal. It's like they have great plays like that, but then they'll just like make dumb decisions, or honestly, like a lot of it is just the speed of the decision making. And that's just like comes with time and maturity in the league. Hawks lose the draw. Donato takes it off Misa and moves it out to center. Bedard battling. Oh, he broke one of the San Jose players' sticks. That helps out. Icing on the Sharks here. Nice. Hawks going to have an ozone draw here. 3:18 to go. maybe you consider tugging him now. Oh, man. I'm sleepy. Win this draw. Bedard versus Misa. Misa wins it. Sharks get it out. Fucking hell, man. Korchinski's pass up gets deflected. Hawks pressuring up high. San Jose dumps it in. Crevier with Celebrini all over him, protecting the puck well. Dumps it in. Mikheyev's got to get there quick. Pressuring Nedeljkovic. San Jose breaks it out. Celebrini's got space. Moves in on Kaiser. Pass across into the skates of Wemberg. Wemberg passes it back to the point. Shot comes in. It gets deflected wide. Celebrini rims it around for Graf. Graf passes it back to the point. 2:20 to go. Hawks really need to get it possession here. Renzel gets on the puck for a brief second, but then loses it. San Jose just gonna... fucking hell. Just freezing up the puck along the wall. Standing on it. Hit him. Hit him. Thank you. Now they get it free. Here's Kaiser. You can go back to the... You can go back to your D there. Here's Renzel. He coughs up the fucking puck. They can't get on it. They can't get on it. Now they're going to just soak this up. Oh, this is nightmarish. Sharks doing an excellent job of just wasting time. Yeah, you got to sell out and put 3 guys into that. And now Renzel just flips it out. Oh my gosh, a turnover. Frindell! Oh, Nedeljkovic makes the save. That was almost a gift. Which one of these shit San Jose defensemen was that? Holy cow. Dmitry Orlov is a bomb. What a howler of a turnover. Oh my gosh, and it almost went under the glove. That would have been so sick. I would have lost my mind. Nazar wins it. Extra attacker on for the Hawks. Here's Nazar in the corner. To Bertuzzi. Back to Tavo. Bedard at the point. Shoots! Oh, Hawks free! Where is it? Oh my gosh! It stayed out. Here's Nazar behind the net. To Bertuzzi. Diving play. Teravainen's got to get on his horse. No icing. 52 seconds to go. He leaves it. Here's Frundell, spins away from Celebrini. To Tavo. Oh my gosh, just sloppy here. Bedard picks up the puck. Now he's got to pick up some speed through the neutral zone. To Donato. Dumps it in. Nedeljkovic plays it behind the net. Donato gets tripped! How is that not a tripping call? Open your fucking eyes. Oh my goodness, it's a howler from the officials. Donato blatantly tripped along the wall and no call. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Nazar's second chance opportunity hit Nedeljkovic or a body out in front. Wow, I can't believe that stayed out. Hawks call a timeout with 25 seconds. I cannot believe the refs missed that call. Why are they not showing us the replay on that blatant trip? Don't protect these fucking shit officials. I cannot believe they did not see that. That trip, oh my gosh, it's as clear as day. How do they not see that? Shocking. Shocking no call. All right. Need to win the draw. And if you don't win it clean, the wingers have to help. The wingers have to dig in and get this puck back to the point quickly. Crazy no call. Yeah, I know. How do they go from soft calls to just no calls? It's because it's like the end of the game and they're scared to influence the game. It's just pussy officiating. It drives me up a fucking wall. Who's taking the draw? All right. Donato taking the draw on the left side. Wins it. Clean. Bedard keeps. Spins away. Oh, his pass for Teravainen. Teravainen gets tripped. No call there either. Puck into the corner. Nazar's got to dig this out. He tries to throw it all the way across, and it gets out. Good try. Good game. Bedard hammers one. Nedeljkovic catches it. What a game, man. San Jose wins 3-2. Couple of defensive lapses throughout. Good push from the Hawks. Bright spot. The power play is looking fantastic. Power play goes, 1 for 3? Coulda, shoulda gone 2 for 3. If it wasn't San Jose, I'd be like, this is an ethical tank loss. This is one you're okay with. I hate losing to San Jose. I never want to lose to San Jose. It makes me sick. I want to beat them every single time. I want to keep them from making the playoffs. They get a win. We're going to have to keep an eye on what's happening in the Nashville game. Kings up 2-1 on Nashville. Bedard, Celoini. Bedard was all over the place tonight, man. Bedard was fucking fantastic today. Look, man, I think that the forward group San Jose has is there's more like individual threats. Like I really thought that can I be honest with you guys? Like I thought fucking Eklund and Wenberg were more impressive than Celebrini and Smith were tonight. Like I thought Smith and they made it. They had a couple of really good chances. Celebrini had like 2 or 3 good chances early, but a lot of those were just like complete defensive lapses from the Hawks, bad turnovers, bad pinches in the offensive zone. But Hawks and Sharks are 1-1. Remember, I'll remind you guys, when the Hawks played the Sharks earlier in the season, the Hawks absolutely whooped on the Sharks earlier in the year. The series is split 1-1. The Hawks absolutely... What was the score to that game? Was it like 6-2 or 6-3 or something? Hawks absolutely dominated that game. So last game of the season is the rematch, is the tiebreaker. Definitely going to be streaming that one. But at the end of the day, we are just closer to a top 2 pick in the NHL entry draft. The Sharks, and what Sharks fans don't understand is like they can celebrate these wins. You guys don't need playoffs right now. The San Jose Sharks need a legitimate defensive prospect. That blue line is ass. You have Ferraro, Nick Leddy, Dmitry Orlov on that blue line. It's fucking terrible. Your best defensive prospect is Sam Dickinson. Sam Dickinson is bad. Like people freaking out about the Blackhawks defense. Imagine Sam Dickinson being your best defensive prospect, chat. Chat, you guys freaking out about the young Blackhawks blue line. Wyatt Kaiser's better than Sam Dickinson. Like that's what San Jose has on the back end. It is, I would take Dickinson over any of our D-men. What? You would take Dickinson over fucking Alex Vlasic. Oh my gosh, Dickinson was not good tonight. He was unnoticeable. He was. Did you notice him at all? I noticed one good defensive play from Sam Dickinson tonight. He was a complete non-factor. He was. I didn't notice him. San Jose so badly needs to be picking in the top 5. They need one of these, like they need a Carson Carrolls or they need a Smits. And look at that. They're played out of the draft lotto. Or no, I guess it's down to 16, but they're out of the top 10. Like San Jose needs a top defensive prospect more than they need a playoff. Like you're going to get swept. You're going to get swept by the Colorado Avalanche. Maybe you get a game. Maybe the Sharks steal a game against the Avs. Like it won't even be experience. They're just going to get pounded. They need a pick, man. But there we are. See? Can you imagine if this wasn't protected? Can you fucking imagine if this damn pick wasn't protected? Hawks get 1-2. Holy shit. Holy shit. You act like trades aren't a thing. Here's the thing, though, is they don't have the assets that the Blackhawks do. Who are you going to trade for? Who are the Sharks going to trade for? Like, you need legitimate pieces. The San Jose Sharks have no legitimate defensive pieces. Like right now, what is like when you mock a few years in advance, what does your top 4 look like? You don't even have, you've got Muka Medulin and fucking Sam Dickinson. Is that your top pair? Is that a Stanley Cup winning top pair? Like the San Jose Sharks are so far away from being a competitor because of how bad their blue line is. It's literally the same thing on the island. The New York Islanders are in the same situation where Matthew Schaefer gets into this lineup. It was the same thing with Celebrini, and they're just so good that it's made the Islanders somewhat competitive in a down year in a shit division. It's the exact same situation, and then they're just going for it a little too early. Like the Islanders going for fucking trading a first-round pick this year, for fucking Braden Shen. It's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? This is not the time. You're not ready yet. It's just the Schaefer effect, the Celebrini effect kind of tricks people into thinking it's like the Pacific Division is a complete and utter joke. The Pacific Division is horrible. I don't think playoff experience matters when they're so far. Like, the Blackhawks have the pieces in place. They just need to continue to develop. That's the overall point I'm trying to make. Is like the San Jose Sharks. Like, is Askarov? What's his deal? I was told he was a better goaltender than Spencer Knight before the year. What's the deal there? You know? The blue line, it's just like there aren't even close to enough pieces in place for the San Jose Sharks to be considered a contender over the next 5 years. They still need to be on the bottom of the league to be gaining these valuable top picks. It's not like Mike Grier has somehow just like been a genius and it's just like, no, they're in a terrible division. Macklin Celebrini stayed healthy this year and was fantastic. If Connor Bedard stayed healthy this year, before the injury, he was on the same pace as Macklin Celebrini for the first over a quarter of the like the first third of the season. Over the first third, more than a third of the season. Over 30 games, he was on the same pace as Celebrini before the injury. So, Villanueva, isn't that kid like tiny? That's probably what the Sharks should do, is just like take a stab on a guy that people are passing on in the top 10. How many D busts from Chicago? I mean, none of them are looking like even Korchinski's looking like an NHL player. He's probably the worst one. Artem Levshinov's 20 years old. Artem Levshinov is a baby. I don't think the Blackhawks have any D busts. They have Louis Crevier, who's looking like a bona fide NHL mainstay, who was taken in the 7th round. Sam Renzel was picked 25th overall. He looks like solid. He's got so much potential. Like, they've got so many guys with potential. Wyatt Kaiser's phenomenal already. Smooth skater. Like, the entire Blackhawks decor are guys under the age of 25 years old. Like, Sharks fans are, like, trying to... Who do the Blackhawks... The Blackhawks' entire current NHL defense core is under the age of 25. The Sharks have Sam Dickinson and Vinny Desharnais and Ferraro and Nick fucking Leddy in 2026. Nick Leddy. I'm not calling... I stand by the fact that the Sharks are significantly further from being a contender than the Chicago Blackhawks. And that really should, like, that shouldn't be a hot take. It shouldn't be. You'll see. You'll see. Like, and you want to, and someone said earlier in stream, like, oh, Nashville and LA and fucking Winnipeg had off years. Anaheim's much better. Anaheim's only getting better. Vegas is gonna be much better next year. All these teams are going to be shit. Jeez, the Sharks are so blessed. The Sharks are so lucky to be in as shit of a division as they are. The Sharks are in the worst division in hockey. The Sharks are in the worst division in hockey, and it makes me sick to my stomach. And it's got everyone thinking, it's like the Blackhawks are playing the Avs, the Stars, and the Wild for a fucking third of the season. A third of the Blackhawks games are against the Avs, the Stars, and the Wild. And, like, these fucking mouth-breathing San Jose fans are like, oh, we're so much better. It's like you're playing Seattle and Calgary and Vancouver every other night. We are not the same, little bro. It's not the same. Lee, what did you grade Anders Sorensen head coach when he was coaching? He was a fucking... It was a C- from Anders Sorensen. D+, C-. So funny. Jumping Chicago already? They're not jumping, like, so here's the thing is, like, San Jose, I know you guys don't know I know none of you San Jose fans know what it's like to win a Stanley Cup. I know none of you know what it's like, right? I know, so like, unlike you losers, you fan of loser franchise of San Jose Sharks, like, I've seen 3 Stanley Cups. I know what it takes to win Stanley Cups. You guys don't, right? So you guys haven't won, so you guys have no clue what it takes to win a Stanley Cup because you've never done it. So I have, and so, like, I can be a little patient. I'm not celebrating playoff berth just to get swept by the Colorado Avalanche. That doesn't mean anything. A first round show Sorensen clips. A first round exit means nothing to me as a Blackhawks fan because I am a fan of a winning franchise that has had much success over the past 20 years. And so, like, I know what that's all about. And so all I care about is winning a Stanley Cup. I don't care about, we're back in the playoffs. The Hawks have gone so many years without being in the playoffs. Yeah, buddy, I don't give a fuck about making the playoffs. I care about winning rings. I care about parades, all right? I mean, San Jose, you could throw a Stanley Cup parade in San Jose for a first-round exit, and the fans there wouldn't know the fucking difference. You know? You could throw a parade in San Jose for getting to the second round and hang a banner for it. Those are the banners that are in the Shark Tank, you know? A great second round win of the playoffs and then getting swept by the Chicago Blackhawks in 2010. The Sharks fucking suck, man. The Sharks are a poverty. Like, honestly, if it weren't for it's like they should get that team out of San Jose. Why do they even have a team? And they're going to rush it. And Celebrini being so good is going to make... He's good. Shouldn't win the Hart. Shouldn't win the Hart. Give it to Nate McKinnon. Just move on. Give it to Nate McKinnon and move on. But Celebrini being so good and the Pacific being so bad is fooling people into thinking the San Jose Sharks are further along than the Chicago Blackhawks. And it's hilarious. They could be saying the same things. I'm not saying imagine. I never said once imagine if the Sharks didn't have Celebrini. I never said that once. I would never make that argument. I'm just saying they're fortunate to be in the division they are, and so it's making people think that they're better than they are. The San Jose Sharks are not a good hockey team. 11 years, 1 playoff. I can't hear you. I've got 3 Stanley Cup rings in my fucking ear. My eardrums are still ringing from the 3 Stanley Cup parades I went to. You know? I actually only went to 1 Stanley Cup parade. My ears are still ringing from the Stanley Cup parade. You wouldn't understand what the ring, how loud it is at a Stanley Cup parade. I've been to a Stanley Cup final game that my team, you wouldn't know what that's like. You could not understand. You have no clue what it's like to win 3 Stanley Cups. Right? So like a few years no playoffs. I can wait. I can wait. After 100 plus years, buddy, I'm 26 years old. I've seen 3. I don't care about what was happening in the 70s. You think I give a fuck about Elmer Vasco and fucking Pierre Palat? I don't give a shit what happened in the 60s. I've been alive for 26 years. I've seen 3 Stanley Cups. There's 32 teams in the NHL. Do the math, bud. That's pretty fucking good. Hawks are further along than the Sharks. It'll be obvious next year when the Hawks make the playoffs. Hawks making the playoffs next year. San Jose might regress next year. San Jose might regress next year. Like I don't see San Jose being better than Anaheim, Vegas, or Edmonton next year. You know what's crazy is like imagine McDavid leaves the Pacific too, and then the San Jose Sharks just get a fucking... I need these rebuilds for Calgary and Vancouver to happen quicker just to keep these San Jose fans in check. They're delusional. They just don't know the sport very well. That's the problem. They think that they're further along, you know? They just don't know the sport, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, the Chicago Blackhawks have won the first overall pick. They've won the draft lottery. And they're going to be drafting Ivar Stenberg. Who's San Jose drafting? Vigo Bjork, yes. Draft another fucking undersized forward. That's great, San Jose. Vigo Bjork, I think, would fit right in there with the other small players you have up front. That's perfect. Yeah, Vigo Bjork. Great pick for San Jose. Ivar Stenberg, Giga Chad. First overall talent. We are not the same. Are we going to get a postgame with Blackhawks memes? No. It's fucking midnight. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I'm exhausted. No post game tonight. Video about Connor Bedard's contract coming out either tomorrow or Wednesday morning. I'm going to try to get it out tomorrow. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you have not yet. I am going to be streaming. When do we play next? I have the memory of a fucking rat. I don't know if rats have good memories, actually. I'm not going to be streaming the game on Saturday because I'm going to be boots on ground. We play Carolina on Thursday. I will be streaming that game. I will not be streaming the game Saturday because I'll be boots on ground, and then I'll be streaming all the remaining games except for the game Saturday against St. Louis because I'll be boots on ground at the United Center. I appreciate you guys. I hope you all have a I hope you all have an amazing night. McDavid's not going anywhere? Yeah, probably not. We play Thursday, and I'll be there. Hell yeah, unknown boy. Boots on ground. Attaboy. Enjoy another season on the bottom. My brother in Christ, you are, after LA wins, you are going to be in the bottom 10 of the league. Talking about enjoy the bottom. My brother in Christ, you are at the bottom. It's just the Pacific is a pillow fight. The West is a joke. And you guys aren't going to make the playoffs next year, and the Blackhawks are, and I'm going to be on your ass about it. I hope you all have a great night. I love you. Go Blackhawks. I'll be back later. Peace.